Welcome to the Blue and Orange Brunch. And man, we got some things to discuss. I mean, last night, Knicks get the job done against the scary and I would say looking for an edge mentally, Boston Celtics. We could talk about Josh Hart. Hold on, let me just mute this out. But we're going to talk about Josh Hart's incredible moment, his incredible shot in the fourth quarter. Also, Kendrick Perkins, man. I'm very, very disappointed with Kendrick Perkins, man. What's going on with ESPN and these guys over there? There has to be an agenda. But we will discuss Kendrick Perkins. Very disappointed in him. We'll talk about the draft. There's a couple of interesting draft board mock prospects, mock drafts, prospects the Knicks could possibly get that we could look into. Also, I want to talk a little bit about the lottery as well and talk about the unexpected edge the Knicks got in the lottery. One of our own G Leaguers, Pate, he has some news as to where he'll be going next season. And of course, we could discuss the two-man game. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns. So goddamn prolific. Look, we're going to talk about that and more on this episode of the Blue and the Orange. Welcome to New York City. I am the originator, Karan Pierre, and the Objective Fan. And I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey, welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a powerful day. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Man, I can't believe I have to go in on somebody who I thought was a comrade. Nonetheless, let's get that likes up. Continue to smash the like button as you enter the channel, as you enter the show. It's very important to the algorithm. We have to let YouTube know that this is the place to be in the afternoon. So all you have to do is, man, it's the most simplest thing that we can do to help grow the show. Of course, we know that in the last 28 days that well over 50% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe now to help us close the gap. And listen, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And each time we reach a certain plateau, a certain milestone, we have special subscriber giveaways. The first giveaway is we will give away this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. No phone numbers, no emails. All you have to do is subscribe. And we do appreciate the support, and we like to take care of all of our subscribers. I will be touching on the MVP donors a little bit later as well. But listen, I do appreciate you guys 100,000%. Big time salute to everybody that's in the building. Melo Mike, I see you, out Westchester Knicks correspondent. Hopefully we could get you on the line at some point. Big time salute to my man Crim's dad. All right. Can't Stop Key, I see you. I think that's my man Sean out of VA. I see you, Darlene. Big time salute to you. And CW Flash, I don't understand your message, man. The first message was crazy. The second message was a salute. So, I mean, salute, but I don't understand where you're going, family. You got to clarify that. And big time, of course, to salute to my man No Clock, Tugboat Taylor. Big time salute to him. My man JJ. All right, I see you in the building. OKF Nation in the building. We formed like Voltron. L Figgy, the most requested caller. Big time salute. My man Buddha Master in the building. Let's see who else. Oh, Cleo, the birthday girl. from yesterday is in the building. She's gracing us with her presence. All right. And of course, my man J-Tap Mob, I see you. 100,000%. CW Flash, all right. Continue smashing that like button. I do appreciate all of you guys and y'all support. We continue to grind. We're continuing to grow. As you know, to all the people who were here, Chuck D was in the building yesterday. He actually called up. And, he had one of the most legendary calls. So, big time salute to Chuck D. All right. 100%. And, yesterday was just a great day to be a Knicks fan. We had a powerful blue and orange brunch show. I told y'all we going to beat them goddamn Celtics. Get them the hell up out of here. We sent them back to Boston. And their little weak-ass attempts to try to play mental mind games. Oh, yeah, we're going to sit Jaylen Brown out because we want to teach you a lesson and we want you guys to scramble. Well, guess what? We are not in scramble mode. We are in playoff mode. And salute to my coach, Mike Brown. I don't even think I need to represent Mike Brown. I don't need to be. He don't need to be my client. 52 wins. The most wins ever by a coach in their Knicks debut. So you could say whatever the hell you want about Mike Brown. He's in the history books. And if you think that Mike Brown is going to be fired or should be fired, you got to stop. Come on, guys. We got to stop. Mike Brown has done a phenomenal job. And we're going to talk a little bit about him more today. Now, doesn't mean that we agree with everything he's doing, but overall, he's doing a phenomenal job. And, I'm just proud of us. I'm in a great place with these Knicks. And I'm very confident in our abilities in the playoffs, especially to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. All right? So what I want to do, I want to start this pod off the right way. So we're going to go to research mode. Bam. I will be talking about the Toronto game as well. I forgot to add that into my soliloquy. I'm going to give you guys a brief breakdown on Toronto. I mean, we've seen Toronto all year. I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you. I look at Toronto as food. I do, and I try not to be, I'm trying not to be so biased that I don't come off objective because I am the objective fan. But at the same time, the Toronto Raptors to me is just New York Knicks food. That's just the way I see it. But I'm going to start with last night's games. All right. As we know, the boys in orange and blue once again came through, defeating the Boston Celtics last night in a nice game at home. Josh Hart, his exploits, we'll get more into that in a second. I thought that he was phenomenal. And, people were calling for this brother to be eliminated from the starting lineup. I think it's time that we just eliminate that conversation. Why are we talking about Josh Hart off the bench when he's playing phenomenal? It doesn't really make much sense to me. As far as the Toronto Raptors and the Miami Heat, I actually watched this game last night doing my scouting for the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors look good in this game. The Heat are pretty much content right now with being the 10th seed. And, that's just their fate. And we already know what the fate of 10th seeds are. They normally get bumped from the postseason. Now, Pat Riley, the great Pat Riley, what type of team have you put together? Look at the moves that you're making. The moves are not panning out, sir. I might have to do an unfiltered thought on Heat culture. But that's where Heat culture has gotten them a whole bunch of play-in appearances in the last couple of years. As far as the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards, it's good. We actually should give a damn about this game. I normally would say we don't give a damn about this game, but the reason why we do is because we need the Wizards to tank. We need the Wizards to get the worst record in the league, so that way we get the first pick in the second round. Knicks Nation. So we need the Wizards to lose every game to solidify themselves as the number one seed. I think that if they lose one more game, they will achieve that mark. So we need them to lose at least one of the next two games. As far as the Pacers and the Nets, this is a big game for us because the Pacers were right on par with the Wizards in terms of record at 19-61. I can't believe I'm spending 2 seconds to talk about a team that's 19-61 but they are definitely trying to tank as well because they're trying to hold on to that top 4 pick because they traded it as a protected pick for the Zubac deal. So they're doing their best impression, except tonight they did blow out the Brooklyn Nets pretty handily. I have no idea what happened in this game, but that's a monster blowout. As far as the Houston Rockets versus the Philadelphia 76ers, of course, we talked about Joel Embiid having that season-ending surgery yesterday, but the Rockets, I think they're on like a 12 or 13 game winning streak or something like that. They've been playing some really good basketball as they look to solidify themselves with home court advantage in that 4-5 matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers if the Lakers fall to that position. As far as the Lakers, they still holding steady, holding course. They won the game last night against the Golden State Warriors as the Warriors find themselves in playing purgatory once again, but this time potentially as a 9th seed, okay, or 10th seed. Well, let me just stat check that. I can't remember. 9 or 10, something like that. So yeah, they are a 10th seed actually. Okay, yeah, Portland is ahead of them. Okay, so yeah, that is the fate of the Golden State Warriors. This is the first time they've been a 10th seed. So what happens with Golden State? You know, I know they had goals and hopes of landing Giannis Antetokounmpo, but why would he want to go to a team like this that's playing bound, and you're going to have to trade some of your younger assets to get him because more than likely you'll want to keep Butler and Green and those guys. As far as the game tonight, Knicks are a nice favorite against the Toronto Raptors. I'm going to break this game down a little bit later and tell you guys exactly how I feel about the Toronto Raptors based on my scouting report. And my energy is the same. As far as the Pistons and the Hornets, this is a big game for the Hornets as they try to solidify themselves as a top 6 team. I don't know why teams are clamoring for that 6th spot because you got to go up against the Knicks more than likely. And I'm telling you right now, whoever the hell we see in the first round, it don't matter who, they going to get cooked. I'm putting them all on the grill, 100%. As far as the Cavaliers and the Hawks, this is another big game for us tonight because if the Cavaliers lose this game, that means that we'll have sole possession of 3rd seed. And we could honestly choose the coast from this point. But if the Celtics, who also play that night, if the Celtics lose to the Pelicans for whatever reason, then this will make this a whole lot interesting. Then the Knicks will be in a scenario where they can go for it against the Charlotte Hornets. All right. As far as the Philadelphia 76ers and the Pacers, nobody gives a damn about that game. As far as the Magic and the Bulls, this is a big game for the Magic as they try to put separation between them and the 76ers, and the Magic are still trying to solidify a spot in the top 6. Okay. As far as the Nets and the Bucks, nobody gives a damn about that game at all. Get them the hell up out of there. And then the Mavericks and the Spurs, another game nobody gives a damn about. Spurs pretty much solidified at the 2nd seed right now. Thunder versus the Nuggets. I don't know what the Thunder are going to do tonight. This should be a good game. I mean, the Spurs can't catch the Thunder, so the Thunder have nothing really to lose. But the Nuggets have everything to gain. They get this win. They put their further stamp on securing that number 3 seed. Timberwolves Rockets, same kind of consequences here. Timberwolves pretty much locked in at the 6 seed spot. There's no way they can move up at this point. And the question is, will they be facing the Rockets, the Nuggets, or the Lakers? So right now, and I think the Lakers own the tiebreaker with all of them. But right now, the Rockets have a strong grip on that 4-5 spot. So will the Timberwolves play spoilers, beating the Rockets, thus giving them, but not allowing them to get home court advantage and putting them on the road, okay? As far as the Grizzlies and the Jazz, nobody gives a damn about that game. Clippers and the Timberwolves definitely don't give a damn about that game. Warriors and the Kings, no importance at all. Suns and the Lakers, big game for the Lakers. Now, LeBron is hurt, I think. I think LeBron is hurt. I'm not 100 on that, but I do think LeBron is hurt, okay? But that's all for the games and the scores last night. If you just entered the building, I just did pretty much a breakdown as to the games around the league. Smash that like button if you just entered. We are still cooking with hot grease, as we do every day, twice a day. So big time salute to everybody who just joined the show. We do appreciate you over here. Oh, I forgot to share this. Look what came in the mail. I've been waiting for this. Game night, the playoff edition. Just in time for the playoffs, baby. To everybody who placed an order for this, it's definitely coming. All right, this is the playoff journal. All right. This is the playoff tree right here. So I'm gonna be able to document the history and be able to go get all the details that I need. You know what I'm saying? You got the series preview, all of this high level detail stuff. These are the things that I do. So listen, if you want to get your game night, this is the final day to put the order in. All right. This was just for a limited time special edition. That's the playoff edition to this. This is the regular season version. This is my personal one that I'm using right now. You see this? All right, this is I'm using this not for the league, not the league, but for mostly the goddamn San Antonio Spurs. But this is what I'm gonna be using for the postseason. All right, and this is the prototype to it. You can't get this. This is my own little custom joint I did. All right, see all of that? You need a book that look like this. I gotta have 3 bookmarks to come deal with me. Kendrick Perkins, I'm giving you that work. I'm just letting you know, giving him the work. But I just want to show you how the game night. All right. All right. The playoff edition. I'm ready for I'm locked in. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded, ready for the playoffs. Oh, I did get a super. My man CW Flash says Kendrick Perkins is a clown. He played for the Celtics and tried to join us. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't want to hear him talk about our Knicks no more. We need to cast him out. First off, that's facts. That's facts. I don't understand Kendrick. The change. Because he's a guy who was bigging up the Knicks. But I'm with you, CW Flash. Man, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird that he switched up like that. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to get into some other topics before I get to the phone lines. If you heard the Kendrick Perkins rant, you could call up and talk about it. I'm going to give my take a little bit later, but I just can't believe he switched up on us. And to be honest, you know, the narratives that exist is just mind-boggling to me. I don't understand how out of nowhere, because a guy coming off an Achilles came back. Now this team is the ultimate favorite. Can they give me the evidence as to why? We'll talk more about that. Let me see. So I want to start off. Let's talk about some draft stuff. Let's talk about. Oh, and by the way, too, I just thought about something too. Figgy has a no callback. Has a callback. Sorry. Angie has a no clock and a callback. And Ty, you have a callback for the record. Just to let you guys know, I keep record of all of that stuff. So, you know, whatever we don't lose from the last show, it rolls over to the next show, okay? But I'll show y'all the rules and all of that in a second. I want to talk about some draft stuff, a couple of topics. Then we open up the phone line so that way we can have a guided conversation based on, you know, some of the topics that I want to entertain today, okay? Make sure I'm good, okay. So we're going to start with some of the draft and the college stuff. I didn't talk about this yesterday, but we got some news about the Wizards the other day, and the fact that the Wizards, they can't fall no less than 7th. So because of that, you know, and not just that, but the new rules that are going to go into place to prevent tanking. One, that could help us with protected picks in the future, right? 2, they're expanding the lottery. All right. And this isn't all 3 of the proposals that was put on the table. So either way, the lottery will be expanded, right? That could benefit the Knicks because now trade swaps become even more valuable. I didn't talk about this before. So forget the Giannis trade. I'm not trying to harp on that right now because I know that's going to piss a lot of y'all off. But what I'm more so talking about is the fact that, you know, if you any trade you do in the future, you put that swap on it because now the lottery expands and it's a greater chance that you won't be in the postseason, that you could be a lottery team, even if you make the playoffs under these new rules. That could give the Knicks more leverage in trading and swapping picks. Because right now, going into the offseason, we have 2 pick swaps. We got our 2032 and 2 pick swaps that we could trade. So if we needed to do a move, we would have 3 picks this offseason, right? So the Wizards not being able to or be having less incentive in the future if they were in the same predicament to tank, that all would benefit a team like the Knicks going forward. I didn't talk about that yesterday, but then while I'm on this draft topic, I came across an interesting draft board as I was doing my research and sticking with this draft theme really quickly. So this is Prez. This is his 2026 draft big board. Now, I'm not saying that this is the end all be all, right? But it's just something to notice, okay? Now I don't really know every prospect that's coming out. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not the biggest college basketball watcher like that, but I am familiar with a lot of names. I mean, the top 7, 8 guys, y'all know who that's gonna be. I want to start like looking from here. All right. Now, now once again, this is nothing official. It's just a mock draft. But the names that you're seeing, I know some of these names, and some of these guys are really good players that are going to be later in the draft, which is crazy to me. This is a kid we actually read up on him, right? Morez Johnson, a guy that a lot of people said the Knicks should take. But look at the names that's available in the 20s. I'm looking at Isaiah Evans. If we could get Isaiah Evans, ladies and gentlemen, man, he would be one of y'all favorite players, man. He's like, I call him a 6'6" Ja Morant. He's super athletic, right? He's not a point guard, though, but he's super, like, he jumps like it's nothing. It's effortless, and he can shoot deep threes, though. That would probably be the one big difference between him and Ja Morant, but he just shoots. He's a slim guy, but a super athlete at 6'6". If he's going at number 24, 25, that's going to be incredible to me. All right. And then what's even more impressive than that is Ngumba. It's not Ngumba, Gumba, the N is silent. All right. My man from Duke at 25. If we could get Gumba, Mitchell Robinson may be out of here. Now, I know we don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. But I'm just saying that, it's an option. That's all. Like, don't be too emotional, y'all. Please don't be too emotional. All right? But I'm just showing you the talent, that's available later in the draft. Look at this guy. This is the guy who beat us from UConn. I like this kid, Tyrese Reed Jr. Got to get him. Remember, we got the Wizards pick. This could be us right here if we don't trade the pick. But I'm just saying that even Zuby. I'm just showing y'all that, hey, y'all, we could get some talent in this draft. Y'all could let me know y'all thoughts on this when y'all call up as well. Once again, I'm not the biggest college basketball guy. A lot of these guys I did see before. I'm not going to act like I know everything about everybody. But I think that that's something that, really could impact us. We could talk about that. And then, of course, we got this news as well. Put this on the screen. Think Pate from the Westchester Knicks. He has decided to go back to college. He will be going to Providence. Big time salute to the brother. I am a player appreciator, man. I came up understanding that in this world, there are two peoples, haters and players. Which one are you? There is no in between. But I'm a different type of player. I am a player appreciator. I never have to throw hate, no shade. I'm not going to be upset because Think is leaving us and he's going to go somewhere else and do his thing. I am happy for him. Same way I was happy for Hartenstein and whoever else. Mitchell Robinson, if he decides to leave us, I'm going to salute him. You know why? Go and get your bag. There's no such thing as loyalty in the business of basketball. That is for fans. Period. Go get your opportunity. Go get your money. I applaud this young fella, Think Pate. He's going to be a star in college basketball. He got professional experience, and I think that this is the right thing for him to do. When I saw him, I only saw him one time, very raw, but he's somebody who definitely can work on their craft, needs the time. I love, like, when you look at that mock draft, a lot of those guys are 22, 23. A lot of these guys spent time learning the game. This whole NIL thing, yes, it has its drawbacks, but at least you're going to get a bunch of guys who are professional. And this kid clearly wasn't ready to make his push to go to the big team. So he decided to go to college. I'm going to learn for a year or two, come back into the draft. Big time salute to Think Pate. 100%. I'm riding with that. All right. So if you want to talk about any of the college stuff, Think Pate, you can. I also want to talk about the game last night too a little bit. We did do a smoke fire, but we got to give big time salute to Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a guy who's often, criticized. Like, people really, they have a lot of not nice things to say about Josh Hart. My man J-Tap. They're calling you out, J-Tap. A lot of people have a lot of ill things to say about him. But my thing about Josh Hart is that he's been delivering. The starting lineup has been better with him in it. The notion that you need to change the starting lineup is crazy to me. I don't understand it. This is a starting lineup that's one of the most has one of the most ferocious, explosive offenses in basketball. Most teams don't have 5 guys that could drop 25 or more a night on any given night. Most teams don't got that. Most teams don't got a 5th option who's going to drop 15 in the 4th quarter, 14 in the 4th quarter, 15 they don't got that. We got a dude who's our 4th option that was averaging 26 a game in Brooklyn. Most teams don't got that. Josh Hart, I think, like I said last night, he silenced the haters. He silenced the naysayers. He silenced the critics. A lot of people don't like Josh Hart for whatever reason. And I felt like he did a great job silencing these people. All right. So his 4th quarter explosion helped the Knicks hold on to the win. And he had a bad first quarter. I don't even think he scored in the first quarter. Right? Or he didn't have no rebound. One of the two. It was either he didn't score or he didn't have no rebounds for a while in this game. And that would seem to be uncharacteristically like Josh Hart. But it's the Boston Celtics. They think they have a strategy to beat the Knicks. And if the strategy is to leave this brother open, they are sadly mistaken. Right? I don't think that if that is your game plan. By the way, last night we had no strays on the line. Put him in the hot seat. By the way, J-Tap said there's a no-fly zone on no strays. So he can't even call up or he's going to get up out of there ASAP. But the bottom line was I asked him, a couple of good questions. But the main question I asked him, one of the main points I pointed out was he said, well, this is our strategy, going into the playoffs. If we're going to do this, and I said, listen, you don't have no strategy to beat the Knicks. You don't. If you think leaving Josh Hart open, that's your strategy going forward, you're going to get cooked. This brother Josh Hart is averaging, is shooting 40% from three on the season on 3.7 attempts. And you think it's a good idea to leave him open? Go ahead. I dare you. So yeah, definitely. I think Josh Hart was the man. Y'all want to talk about these moments? Also, another thing that too, I'm glad that they pointed this out in SNY. They started out 7-0. They had a 7-0 run to start the game. I was satisfied with that because even though they didn't win the first quarter, the way they started gave me hope that they could go on a run later in the future. They got to continue to start games like this. All right. And so, yeah, man, I do appreciate it. And man, it is what it is. We could talk more about Josh Hart. I just love the way he played last night. I love the way they all played, to be honest. I think they all had their moments. And you could let me know what you think about that as well. Talked about the draft lottery. And I'll touch on the two-man game. Like I said, I'm open to phone lines in a second. We could talk about, if you've seen the Kendrick Perkins clip, I want to know what your thoughts are. Please watch it before if you want to talk about it. There's another, I was going to touch on this little scary stuff. You know what? I'll just put this up there. I'm not going to read this, but I came across this at USA Today. No offense to USA Today. Big time to the USA Today. No offense. But dude, if you're reading basketball opinion in USA Today, dog, yeah, you're not a real basketball fan. He said, should the Knicks tank to their way out of the number 3 seed? The first thing I thought when I saw this is, you spooky in the goddamn woods. Why would we allow Boston to just claim the number 2 seed? Or why would we duck the number 3 seed? I'm just saying, like, why would we do any of that? They could have let the Boston Celtics clinch the number 2 seed. They could have rest their starters, compromise the competitive spirit instead of to gear up for the playoff. You can't just turn it on like that. That would be a huge, like, think about this, all right? So we decided as a franchise that we're not good enough to beat the Boston Celtics. So we're going to slide back to avoid them. How is that not spooky in the woods? Y'all spooky in the woods. To all of y'all who agree with this guy, y'all bugging. All right, I'm not going to read the article, but it's yeah, but we could talk about that too. And that's for you spooky in the woods people. I want to also touch on this Bodega Cat, Jalen Brunson, the offensive rhythm together. Now, salute to my man Yuri. Yesterday he mentioned that Mike Brown said that this is their first time really working on pick and roll and all of that things. And whether that's true or not, whether that's just, smoke and mirrors, I don't really care. As long as they run more of it, I don't give a damn where they instituted it. They just got to run a lot more of it. And to be honest, I don't like the narrative. And y'all could let me know how y'all feel about this. But y'all could let me, but I feel like they should have been ran it. Like, seriously, they should have ran this last year. I don't know. It's for me, it's not about like, oh, well, we don't want them to see what we're gonna do. That's some spooky in the goddamn woods energy. You think Michael Jordan gave a damn about the opposing team knowing what the hell he's gonna do, or did he just do it? Or did he just do it? I'm just saying. But when we have a passer like Cat who can hand it off and pass it late to you, it makes that duo really effective because of those two guys and the characteristic they have as players. What also makes it good is Cat can shoot the three and Jalen can shoot the three. I've been saying, I said that last year. And put the ball on the floor. So Towns Mans has to be up on him. He's big enough, long enough to protect the basketball and still make the pass. That's facts. And this is what Brown said. Now you're talking about there's a lot of room that Jalen's guy has to cover, right? Facts. Or try to cover with Jalen moving. That rhythm that the two guys have established in the last few games is something they're going to have to take it to the playoffs because it's a really good combination. All right? And so, hey, this is what I wanted to see. I got a video I did last season. I swear to God. Saying that exact same thing. I said I expect them to be the best pick and roll duo in basketball because they could do it all off the screen. They're probably one of the few pick and roll duos that could do it all. Like if you look at Mobley and Harden or Allen and Harden, Allen ain't popping out for threes like that. He sure isn't as good as Towns doing it. Same thing with Mobley. You could go through all of the best pick and roll duos, maybe besides Jokic and Murray. But even that, I mean, Jokic ain't diving the way Towns is going to dive. So, like, they literally could be the best duo because they could do it all at a very high level. Towns could dive. He could pop. Brunson could shoot. Brunson could he could drive hard. I mean, they could do it all. Towns could get the ball, hand after the screen, hand it back to Brunson. A screen into the handoff, Brunson comes off, right? And then if they do some Spain action with Josh Hart, telling you guys, two-man game is fire. So look, we're about to open up these phone lines, but let's continue getting the likes up. All right, if I miss your call, I will call back. Continue to smash that like button. All right, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. All right, this is the Blue and Orange Brunch. We're talking about Kendrick Perkins, that traitor. God damn it. By the way, these are the new call-up show rules if you hadn't seen it, and a lot of you are new. So I just want to let you know that these are the rules. All right, so everybody gets 3-minute calls, right? You could call up, doesn't matter. Everybody gets 3 calls. Host says, let's go. But if you do want to call back, all right, these are the rules to call back. We have the $5 callback, and you can send it to Cashapp, Super Chat, Linktree, whatever you desire. All right. Also, these are some of the new rules. You could request a caller. You could also send in a donation for another caller to call back. Also, we have the option, and when you hear this, that means we hung up on somebody. All right. You have the $25 to hang up on the opposing team's caller. So if anybody from Detroit calls up, you don't want to hear them, send in that 25, we get them off the line. Anybody from Boston calls up, like No Strays. Right now, there's a no-fly zone for my man No Strays. I feel bad for him. They're going to get you up out of here. And by the way, they're banned for the day. So they can't call back for the day, even for the late show. That's the way the $25 hang up works. Okay? So if you want to do this, you know how to get involved. Another thing, too, like I said, is the last call for the game night as well. And while I'm at this, let me just take care of the MVP donors really quickly, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines. All right? I do got to give a big-time salute to everybody, all right, who supports the show. We do appreciate you guys, and you guys are the fuel to the Objective Knicks fan engine, all right? So I want to give a big-time salute to my man A-Level, all right? AP, and of course, Angie, all right? My man Chuck D, big-time salute to Chuck D. Came through yesterday, showed a lot of love, all right? Big-time salute to Crim's dad, all right? He did the first ever Triggered. All right. He did the first ever Triggered that ever took place on the show. The trigger with the hang up triggered. And then my man CW Flash, big time salute to you. Of course, my man him 2722. All right. Who else? Of course, my man J Tap, who actually just entered the super. He says, well, hold on. What did you say? You said, how about you name the $25 after Crim Dad? Who was that? Who was the 20? The 25. What are you talking about? You? And then no fly zone? Well, he was the only one. But I know you're gonna no fly zone. I know. Oh, and then my man Tugboat kind of threw a half-baked one. It wasn't a real one, but he wanted to get rid of somebody from the Knicks community. By the way, you can't hang up on a fellow Knicks fan. We know that they sound crazy sometimes. We gotta let our brothers rock. Sorry, we can't hang up on Knicks fans. And of course, the MVP of MVPs, Khalil. I do appreciate you, Mr. No Clock Khalil. Of course, my man Killer B. Killer B also, you are the #1 members giveaway. You give away the most memberships. I do appreciate you, Killer B. You are my man Pat the Engineer. All right. My man D from LA, of course. OKF Nation Plus. Of course, my girl L Figgy, the most requested caller. My man Melo Mike, Westchester Knicks correspondent. Mr. Knicks 101. And Paris Thugger. Let me tell you something, Paris Thugger. You always be cooking anytime you send in that super chat. And of course, my man Tugboat Taylor, who is also an MVP of MVPs. You know, we do appreciate my man Tugboat. You know, he always sharing the love anytime he he gets some winnings on these Knicks games. And, you know, he values the commentary. So I do appreciate you, though, Tugboat Taylor. And you always, you be steering the ship. I get it. That's why they call you Tugboat, because you be steering the ship, man. I appreciate you. All right. And to all the new channel members as well, the Tassie. Oh, hold on. Before I get to the new channel member, I got to do the Cashapp side. So on the Cashapp side, we got my man Ty, my man J-Tab, my man Khalil once again, Rock, Barry, and Cleo. Happy birthday again, Cleo. We do appreciate you. Those are the Cashappers. And on the membership side, the Tassie, welcome to OKF Nation. My man, him 2722, upgraded to OKF Nation Plus. Big time salute to you. All right. My man, Michael. All right. Crazy and Insane TV. Do appreciate you. Vegas Dev. Big time salute to you. Drew Reviews Music. Big time salute to you. Uncuffed Sports Podcast. Big time salute to you. Donovan Morris. Big time salute to you. Is that Knicks Tatership? Big time salute to you. All right. And Duck 40. Big time salute to you. And the Real Knowledge. Also, the Real Knowledge. Salute to you. You was in the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. So we do appreciate you guys. All right. Oh, you mean name the $25 hang-up call after Crim's dad. I got you. So name the call after, call it the Crim's dad? The Crim's dad what, though? Is the Crim's dad effect? The Crim's dad, maybe the Crim's dad effect? Okay. Or we could just call it the Crim's dad. How about that? Let's call it the Crim's dad. All right, I'm with it. That's what we call it. I'll change the flyer. I'll update that. Call it the Crim's dad. I like that. Because he was the first one to do it. So let's get into these lines. Get my man JJ in the building. JJ was the first one. Sometimes people call before the show starts too. So I always try to go to those people first. Because, you know, those people are really dedicated. If you call before the show start, man.
Yo.
Uh-oh. JJ, we in the building. Where we going, family?
What's good, brother? Happy Friday, man. How's everything?
Happy Friday. Man, we having a great day. Knicks getting victories. What say you?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man, feeling good, man. What a game, man. Super exciting game. So real quick, your client, all right?
Uh-oh.
All right, so all right. He did a great job setting the tone first 7 points of the game. But one shot the rest of the way? He just always leaves me like wanting more. He's like a tease. Like how is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to me. 3 shots in less than 2 minutes and 1 shot the rest. So he basically had 1 shot the whole game. Like after the first, minute and a half. That's crazy to me. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but like he obviously had something going and nothing after that. I will say this, I'll give him credit. I felt like his defense in the fourth quarter versus Pritchard, highly effective. I thought he did a great job. Great job.
You watching basketball. Go ahead. You watching
Yeah,
basketball.
I thought he locked him up. So props for that. So I'm not saying he played a bad game. He didn't, but it's just
Of course.
Great job. You're right, getting us all to that start. But why nothing after? Like no shots? It kind of boggles my mind.
So JJ, I'm gonna take 2 seconds. If I tell you that 75% or 70% of his shots are assisted upon, meaning that he gets the ball passed to him, who do you blame for that?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. All right. I know. I feel you, but it's you could go get the ball. You could do more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying, man. Like just be a little more aggressive. Like you can't have 1 shot after the first minute and a half of the game. When you did a great job getting us all to that great start. You gave us the momentum early, and we didn't hear your name again. But like I said, salute for his defense. Crunch time versus Pritchard. Cooled that man. He cooled him off. And so also, I'm a little nervous, and I'll tell you why about Deuce. He's out tonight on the back-to-back. I don't know if he's got enough time before the playoffs to get that groove back. I don't think he's going to have enough time.
Right, because he only got one more game after this.
Right, one more game after this. Yeah, I don't, yesterday he struggled. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nervous, right? So, yeah, right before the playoffs.
10
So
seconds.
you might just have to, find it in the playoffs, and that's what we're gonna have to basically hope for, So, yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Have a great weekend, man.
Big time salute. I do appreciate you, JJ.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'll be back tonight, by the way, too, for the game.
No doubt. I'll holler at you, man. No doubt.
All right, big time.
All right, man. Peace, man.
So, as far as Deuce, if I could follow up on my man JJ really quickly, I think Deuce will be all right. But the least thing I'm worried about is guards. That's the least thing I'm worried about. Hold up. We got a special guest. Angie.
Hey there, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much. Hopefully you're having a great day. Tugboat Taylor yesterday, he wanted to show you some love. He wanted you to get no class status. So I'm getting you a no class status in. And you got a call back too from Melo Mike.
Okay,
So
much love to Tugboat.
They love hearing
Melo
from
Mike. Those are my brothers.
So if you ever triggered, you could just call back. All right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I think I will be triggered, I'm sure, as we get into the call today. But I want to say this. I want to start off by saying this, that I'm going to give all kudos to Coach Mike Brown. Because I think hidden in everything is what we keep talking about. We keep talking about the two-man game. We keep talking about they're trusting each other. They're allowing the entire team to be a threat. And we've always known that we've had all these weapons on the team, and we're now seeing the manifestation of it right before our eyes, even though it took, 78 games or whatever it is for us to start seeing it. But if we're going to see it, I wanted to see it before we went into the playoffs. And so I want to give, the kudos to Mike Brown, because he's been under a magnifying glass since he got off the plane, and one of the other things I noticed is I want to touch on Deuce. Now, one of the things, I don't know if you remember, you had a call, we had called in some weeks ago, and one of the things I said, I love Deuce, but what we have to remember about Deuce is that Deuce is really a two-dimensional player. And when I say that, we know he's going to bring the grit defensively. He's going to fight over the screens. But on the offensive side, Deuce is basically just a shooter, right? Deuce is not going to drive the ball. And what I loved last night that I saw Mike Brown do was when he saw Deuce struggling with his shot, That's when he went with Clarkson, and he stayed with Clarkson because Clarkson even got some minutes with the starters. Because if you notice, when Clarkson got in the game, he started attacking the basket. And so
100%.
when they were when that gap was trying to get a little larger, when they kind of came back and took the lead, Clarkson came in and got us some good baskets. He could have hoisted up and took a shot, but he understood that that Boston's weakness is those shooters have slow feet. So Clarkson came in there and took advantage of that and got us like 2-3 buckets, right, just to keep us in distance to to get the lead back. And I think those are the things we don't see Mike Brown do, and so. Right. I love that. That was like the hidden gem, that I saw. Was like, okay, not only are we maximizing everybody that we have, he's now making a rotation change that's needed. As much as we love Deuce, and Clarkson was buried on the bench, he stuck with Clarkson because he saw that Clarkson understood the advantage. Deuce has to become more aggressive in terms of attacking the basket, because this is what I believe is going to happen. If Deuce's shot is not on, Clarkson is going to get those minutes, or Shaman's going to get those minutes, because Shaman was kind of shaky last night as well. Yep. And so I just wanted to say that. The other thing I want to just kind of hit on, and you know what I thought about after the game? I grew up in the Bronx, and I know we got all the boroughs here on the line. Yep. But will you remember when you grew up and you had your crew of boys, and I had my crew of girls, we were close friends. And so, but you always had someone in your circle, in your crew, that would start a fight but couldn't fight, right? They could start a fight, but they, you always had to fight for them, right? Because they would get beat up. And so every time we had to fight is because she had to pop off of her mouth and she couldn't fight. And I'm sure, you had some boys like that, or at least one in your crew like that. That is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown starts a fight. He started the fight, ran off with his mouth, and then he went and couldn't finish the fight. And if you watching him last night on the bench, it's like he's not even like up there clapping and cheering no more. You started the fight. You started this fight with running your mouth, chirping, and now Tatum and them boys got to go out there and now deal with the fight. And to me, that speaks to his character. That's why I don't fear Boston at all, because Jaylen Brown is just mouth. That he's that's all he is. He is a Robin. He will always be a Robin. And so even though Tatum is coming back, as far as I'm concerned, Tatum is always the Batman. He will always be the Batman. And so I just want to say that, it was just weak what Jaylen did. And to see him, just his body language and everything on the bench last night was like, really? You started this fight? You started this fight, and you're not even up cheering your guys on or nothing. And so I just want to say that as well. And then I'm going to end with this.
Yes.
With Kendrick Perkins.
Oh,
mean, oh my God. This, I was watching him this morning, and I said, what came to my mind, Karan? Was what? This dude, he's like how always Stephen A. always talking about, I got a boss, that's my boss, and I got to satisfy my boss. Yep. Right? I said, oh, Stephen A. is your boss. That's your boss.
Yes. That's what it seemed like.
Oh, that's your boss. Right. And the reason he's his, now I see it is because Josh went at Stephen A. and, all that back and forth with Josh. All of a sudden, he didn't flip the script now. Oh, now it's not about big body Brunson and the Knicks is this, Knicks is that. Now, all of a sudden, if you heard, they had to convince him on that snippet I saw that the Knicks are even contenders. And I'm watching him saying, wow.
It's crazy.
All of a sudden, Boston is that much better than us. Oh, that's right, because your boss. Oh, because your boss had a little friction with Josh, and so now you rolling with your boss because you never was a true Knicks fan, just like Stephen A. is not a true Knicks fan. And so I'm glad he's out the closet. Come out the closet, because when we win this chip, I don't want to hear no big body Brunson. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear
Right.
none of that big body Brunson, any of that. And I just want to also reply to kind of rebuttal on the previous caller when he talked about Mikal. I'm not a huge Mikal's fan, but what I've always wanted to see in Mikal, I saw last night, right? I saw last night. Mikal was 4 for 4. Mikal was focused on trying to stay in the face of those shooters, right? And playing within the game. And so he didn't seem like he was lost, like he was just jogging. Like my issue with Mikal was sometimes it seems like he's just running track, right? He's just running track. He's really not locked in. I didn't see that with Mikal. Mikal was locked in on the defensive side. He took what was available on the offensive side. And what we have to realize with Mikal is that his biggest strength, and we saw, I think, 1 or 2 baskets like last night. When there's a steal, a turnover, nobody hits that transitional game going towards the basket faster than Mikal.
That's a fact,
right? So that's Mikal's strength. That's where we're gonna see Mikal's biggest strength. When we turn the ball, when we turn the ball over, the other team turns the ball over. That's where you're gonna see Mikal. Mikal hits them lanes so hard and so quick. He's the fastest one on the team, and so he plays within himself. I'd rather a Mikal like that than somebody's like, listen, I'm really a number 3, so guess what? I'm gonna find me some shots. No, he doesn't do that, and it's hard to find people with a character as Mikal that doesn't try to do more than what the game requires. And so my hat is off to Mikal. I thought Mikal played an exceptional game last night. Everybody did. Everybody played within their roles. Obviously, there's some things we can kind of say, hey, they could have did this better. But I think on the totality of the game, I thought everybody played their role and they played hard 48 minutes. And I can't end this call without just shouting out Josh. So all 100%. Those people calling in talking about sit Josh for who? Sit Josh for who? Because when it's time to go to war, and I've said this a few times, is that when it's time to go to war, who do you want on that floor? Who you want? Deuce? You want Mitch? You want Shamit? Who do y'all want? I don't know. I want the person that we saw last night. That's who I want to go to war with, and that's what you go to in the playoffs. This is not no just skill set. Who got the best skill set? No, this is about who got the heart for this war that we're about to enter into. And Josh put everybody on notice last night. Yeah, y'all want to play with me? Okay, play with me, because I have that heart. Hart has the heart that he's going to make sure it gets done one way or the other. So kudos to, let's stop it. Let's stop talking about swapping out Hart and all of this. No, we got the right 5 and the right bench. So I just want to say, hey, I am excited and I just can't wait. I just can't wait. And let me say this. I saw the post-game show with Coach Brown, and Coach Brown said, they asked him about the final 2 games. He said, no, we trying to win all 2. He said, we're trying to win all 2. Yep. Yeah, I said, oh, okay. He said, no, we're not trying to whatever. So I don't know what that all means, but it kind of, because I was kind of going with you. If Boston beat the Pelicans, then let's just sit out Sunday. But what he said in the post game was like, no, it's not even a consideration. He's trying to win the last 2, and I think he said something in regards to let the chips, wherever the chips fall, it just falls. But we're trying to win the next 2. Yeah.
Yo, great call. I didn't even have to interject. We agree a lot. You said a lot, and the fire point though was what you said about Hart, and Stephen A, and that's why Perkins taking his ball side. I appreciate you, Angie.
Appreciate you. Keep doing your thing, and hey, it's gonna be more than Chuck D calling in. Watch it. Watch it.
Yeah, we keep
Absolutely.
We here. We just rising. Yeah. That's it.
That's
I appreciate
it. We
you,
here. All right. Y'all be good.
All
you
right.
Be good.
Big time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. That was Angie. I didn't mean to play that, but fire call. Tugboat donated a no clock to Angie, as you can see why. She knows the game about. I have no disagreements with nothing she said. And she touched on some points that I wanted to touch on. Like Mike Brown saying that, no, we're not going to settle. We're going to go hard. You got a week to rest. So I'm riding with that, you know. And then there's a good chance the Celtics might lose tonight. I just got a funny feeling that they might lose. Can't guarantee it, but I just got a funny feeling. Big time salute to my man Khalil. He said Jaylen Brown could be having the better season than Brunson, but if it's 5 seconds left in the game and it's tied, who are you objectively going to give the ball to? Whoever that is the best player. I hear you. I don't know if I agree with that. I would think Dame Lillard is the better player with 5 seconds remaining than Giannis, but I wouldn't say he's a better player than Giannis. I just think that some guys are clutch. What I would say, honestly, though, is I think that, you know, Jalen Brunson is definitely the top dog on the Knicks, you know. But Brown is a Finals MVP and the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. As much as we get on him, I'm not going to deny his individual skill set. I just don't think he's built for the Knicks. So let me rephrase what you just said. If I had to pick in the game who will be the best player on the floor that night, it's going to be Jalen Brunson. You know why? Because we're going to cook the Boston Celtics on most nights that we play them. It's just a simple fact. They will be cooked. Let me keep the... Oh, before... Yeah, I read that. Okay, cool. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm good on the back end over here. All right. Doing some callbacks. I'm going in order. All right, let me get my man Derek, then Figgy, then my man D from Los Angeles. I rock, I see you. Sean, I see you. Sit tight. I'm working my way back. See if my man. Hey, how's it going, Derek?
Hey, everything is great, brother. Everything is great, brother.
Big time salute, family.
Yes, sir.
Where we going, man?
We going. I just want to hit on all your Thibodeau fans. Let's eliminate Brown's coaching skills and let's eliminate all that Brown's not doing a good job. Brown took over the team for the first year, and he's doing a good job. You know, let's eliminate Josh Hart coming off the bench. He proved last night he needs to start. He could start. Let's eliminate Brunson holding the ball too long and let's eliminate that. You know. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, like what Kendrick Perkins was saying earlier, you know, he was saying, he also said something that was crazy, that Tatum came back early to be a Robin as opposed to being a Batman. What does that mean?
That's
an
crazy.
On why that's an excuse on why they didn't win last night? That's where he's going?
He's wild.
And then another thing, when Brown is out and they win, it's all good. Oh, the Celtics are good. But when he's out and they lose, the reason why they lost is because of Brown. So they could win
every time.
Yeah. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And the thing about the guy, I came on kind of late. The guy was saying maybe we should fall to the fourth spot or something like that.
Yeah. The guy talking about we should fall to avoid Boston.
Let me tell you something, brother. Champion teams do not avoid anybody.
That's facts.
If you're a boxer and you avoid people, you're not a good boxer.
Facts.
Same thing in basketball. We are not avoiding anybody. We want to see any and everybody that we need to see. That's what champions do. That's
exactly what they do. Yep.
That's what champions do. And yeah, so and Kendrick Perkins is not a traitor because he's never really a Knicks fan, really. When the Knicks are doing good,
that's fair.
He talks about big vibrance, but you're never really a Knicks fan. I know what you're saying though, that he you know, but he's never really die hard a Knicks
fan. Was right. Now that's technically true. It's just that last year he was so high on us, and then for him to just completely switch is just crazy.
He was high on us because we were doing well. So once you're doing the same thing with Stephen A. Smith, when the Knicks are doing well, he's blue and orange. But when they start, sliding back, he can't deal with it. And he told, if I'm not mistaken, I think he told Josh Hart to shut up and play ball.
Yes, he's pretty much.
What did Josh Hart do last night? He did his talking on the court. So now who needs to shut up now? Who needs to shut up now? You feel me?
Thank you.
You feel me? But that's it, though, bro. That's it, bro.
Great
That's all I
call.
want to hit on, man. All right, brother. Salute. Have a great weekend.
I appreciate you, family. Big time
Yes,
salute.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's my man Derek out of Brooklyn right there. Great call. I agree with everything the brother said. Y'all on the money today. Yo, honestly, Kendrick, man, let me down. And he's technically right. He's not a traitor, but I kind of still feel like he's a traitor because I'll get to it. Trust me, I'm gonna go in. I just want to get some of these calls in. I'm gonna go in on Kendrick. Hey, Figgy, what's going on? The most requested caller on the show. How you feeling?
What's up? What's up, Karan? What's up, chat? What's up, fam? Let's go.
Man, we good. What's going on? Where you want to go today, Figgy?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to shout out the gentlemen in the chat. I have to say this to you, Karan. And the guys in the chat are true gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. The wives, the girlfriends, the moms, the grandmothers, they have to be proud of every single guy in the chat. They show a lot of love to the ladies always within OKF Nation. So I wanted to donate two callbacks for two of the guys today because they've been hooking up the girls.
Okay.
So I want to donate two callbacks. If two guys can just drop an orange and blue circle, and I want to and then I'll send in the super chat with their names.
Got it. I'll be on the lookout for that to see who wins that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I recently dropped a callback for J-Tap because he said no one ever buys him one. And then I've been trying to get Melo Mike, man. I told him, I said, yo, I'll hit you up, and he's busy at the office. So I understand that too. But yo,
he's in the queue. He just called up. I'm gonna get him up there. Melo Mike is here today.
Okay. Okay. Then one of them are for him. That Melo Mike because I want to go ahead and hook him up. But I just want to say real quick, Karan, shout out to you first and foremost. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. If you listen to other channel creators, and I'm not going to name them by name, everybody is talking about seeding and the Knicks, who they should duck and the smoke they should, and they don't want to play this one. They don't want to play, the Hawks, or they don't want to play the Sixers. Let's try to get the Raptors. You are the only channel creator that is saying we're not ducking any smoke. Give us the Hawks. They're puppies. That's what, right? That's what you keep saying. And so I just want to shout. I just want to shout you out because did you hear what Kat said in the post game yesterday?
I think I did. I was mad late. I don't remember what he said, but I do remember listening to it mad late before I was going to sleep. What did he say?
Kat in the post game when they were questioning him about seeding and who would they want to see in the first round.
Oh yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, he said that's fool's gold, man. That's fool's gold.
Fool's gold. Yes.
Kat said it straight from the horse's mouth. He says that's fool's gold. You don't go around trying to duck anybody. You go in, you're strongest, you play their best, you hope everyone's healthy because you want to, in order to be the best, you have to beat the best at their best. So we're not ducking any smoke. So let's go, man.
Biggie. Oh, and by the way, you got a call back too. So if you're triggered, Melo Mike have you on the call back just to let you know. So.
Oh, thank you, my guy. And look, shout out, and another one, by the way, who I also want to shout out, but not in a good way. Joe from AC. Look, he's coming for me, so listen to me, young man. When I said we were not moving like contenders, and we weren't playing like a championship team, we were playing like a playoff team. Don't get me wrong. Look, getting swept in LA by the Clippers and the Lakers, and then losing to Houston, and then showing up flat, that's not how champions move. Now, I do recall I say that if we flip a switch, 100%, because we have that roster, we have that talent to be the championship team that we now look like we are. But look, along with all the rest of the Knicks fans, I want to see consistency. Since the Houston game, we've won 4, right? Now we're going to go on 5 going tonight, right? 5 in a row going tonight. But 2 of those games were against the Bulls and the Grizzlies. Now the Hawks games and the Celtics games, I can sit here and confidently say that we flipped a switch. And I think every 100%. Other Knicks fan can too. Now the fourth quarter clutch Knicks are looking more like themselves, and that's what I want to see. And if you ask me after we got beat by Charlotte, or we could barely keep up with the Pelicans a few weeks ago, if we were moving like contenders, are you going to bet the farm on that, Karan? You're going to bet the farm?
Yo, listen, let me tell you, look, Figgy, I'm with you on your point because remember, I'm the one that said I don't think we could beat OKC right now.
Well, look,
so you're entitled to to your opinion, and some people don't like when I say that.
Well,
and you're basing it on how they look, so you have a right to say that.
Like Angie said, the only team that can beat the Knicks right now are the Knicks. When we play down and we play with our food,
right?
I'm not gonna rock with that. I want to see more because I know we're capable of more. I know the potential that this team has. So Joe from AC, do not come for me until I send for you.
And
when I
look, Figgy, I'm just letting you know he is called. He's in the queue. So if he does trigger you, you know what to do, okay? But let's see where he goes.
No,
let's see where he goes. But I hear you. But look, I told him, you had the right to feel that way. Is no slight. At the time, they weren't looking like it. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
we can't reward mediocrity. So you were on the money, spot on. You had a good reason for how you felt.
Look, it's all love, man. And Karan in the chat knows I joke around a lot. No, Joe from AC, I'm joking with you guys, man. I'm just calling you out because you're shouting me out, my guy. This is all love.
It's all in fun.
It's all in good fun, man. And listen, keep up the good work, Karan. The Chuck D yesterday, that was amazing. And I'll definitely call back maybe later if we continue to discuss. Because I haven't seen the Big Perk clip yet. If I'm gonna talk on it, I want to see it. I want to see it first, man.
Got you. All right. Big time salute.
All right, good talk.
I'm definitely, I'm letting y'all know right now, I am coming for Perk's head today, man. I let him get a lot of leeway. I heard the other stuff he said before. But today, oh my God. D from LA in the building. Where we going?
What's going on, yo? This is Big Perk. I'm just kidding.
I would love to get that. Oh, please call up Perk. Ooh. It'd be not nice.
But first of all, let me say this.
What's up?
Let me say this. For those Knicks fans who are in online Knicks talks arenas, you know how monumental yesterday was for the objective Knicks fan. I just want to say this. I'm glad 100%. I was there when Chuck D spoke. Not just called, but at least got into the chat and then called in. I just got to say, obviously, the fans and yourself, we're big moments ourselves, but that was a big moment for you, for those who know Knicks fan talk on the internet. Because if you know Knicks fan talk on the internet, you know Chuck D is very present. You know what I'm saying? He's in them talks. So being that he's on this channel and he's supporting you, kudos to you. One statement that I live by in my life is The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. It's not about the critics. It's those who wake up in the morning every day and try, win or lose. So kudos to you.
That's facts.
That moment was dope. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I said
100%.
that.
100%.
Now it's time to annoy you. I'm just kidding.
Triggered.
No. I'm not going to annoy you too much.
Let's go.
But I got a question for you, though. I'm going to give you some playoff scenarios, and then you tell me if you'd be surprised or not. Let's say Portland gets into the playoffs and they're the number 8. Would you be shocked if they beat OKC in the first round?
That's not even going to happen, but yeah, that would be a crazy shocker.
Okay. Would you be shocked if Denver meets OKC in the playoffs and they beat OKC?
Hell no. I would not be shocked at all.
I'm saying all this because Kendrick Perkins, that's what Kendrick Perkins is saying about the Knicks. He's saying that the Knicks are not scary, which I don't disagree with all the way. Because if the Knicks meet Boston and we don't win the series, I don't think it'd be that shocking. To us, the fans who know the roster that we have and what Mike Brown should be able to do with this roster, it'd be extremely annoying. But we haven't proven to be frightening yet, which is what we're all aware of.
And the Celtics are frightening? Hold on. Are the Celtics frightening? That's what I want to know.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, right? But we should be more frightening than the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think that's because of the roster that we have. We have.
Go ask San Antonio that question.
I think San Antonio is kind of scary, though.
I'm just saying, if you ask San Antonio who's more scarier, the Knicks or the Celtics, I think they're going to tell you the Knicks.
100% the Knicks, because we got that roster to destroy them. We've already shown them that we could beat them multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
Easy. Don't reveal too much, because I got this guy in Brownsville. He's listening to the conversations. I don't want him to get no ideas.
Buddy, when we're talking about Boston, we're not saying Boston is scary at all. Just like I've had.
That's what Kendrick is saying, though. Don't bail that man out. Hey, listen, he's
No.
on the grill.
I listen to and just to say
that's
this
what
about
he's
him
saying.
being a Knicks fan.
He said they're the favorite to come out the East. No, we're going to address that today. I am going to give him all the smoke and the fire today. I took notes. I'm not playing his voice. I took notes on what he said.
It was not even only him that said it. It was also the dude who was supporting the Knicks.
I don't give a damn about none of them other guys. I don't even know who. I know Vincent Goodwill. I don't know none of the other guy. Right. Let me tell you something. It's him who said what he said, and he's getting the smoke today. God damn it!
Oh, so we just want to burn it all down.
I'm burning him down for a lot of reasons. And look, he said some things before. I let it slide. All right, that's your opinion.
I got you.
But today, when he said what he said about the goddamn Boston Celtics, I was like, wait, what? Am I lost?
Nah.
Are we watching the same goddamn game? Go ahead.
Here's the thing I got to say about Kendrick Perkins, though, before I close. I don't know why people made him the face of the Knicks fan club 2 years in a row because he spoke highly of the Knicks. In his defense, he was talking about the Knicks' success based on Jalen Brunson before anybody took Jalen Brunson seriously. He was constantly saying that. So I think that's why people made him the face of the Knicks fan club. But if he's quote unquote switching up, it ain't his fault. It's whoever made him the face. You know what I'm saying? Whoever made him this face of our fan club is at fault for whatever switch up is going on right now. But I think from what I gathered, what they were saying this morning, it is more about the Knicks being scary as opposed to the Knicks not being good enough to come out the East. But I could be wrong, though. That's what I gathered from it.
Nah, he's not getting no pass. He's getting the smoke and the goddamn fire. And his buddy Stephen A. Where was he today, D? Where was Stephen A?
I told you, though. We talked about this. He's not showing up to work. Come on. 2 things happened that go against his will. Number 1 was the Knicks won. Number 2, Josh Hart is a major reason why. Come on, he wasn't coming in. He had to log out. You know what I'm saying?
My God, I'm going in today. Yo, D, thank you, man. I appreciate your support, brother. And your feedback.
Though, good moment yesterday, though. Dope moment yesterday, for real.
Yes. Big time salute. All right. That's my man D from LA. Hold on. Big time salute to my man J Tap. I see you, J Tap. You said Kendrick and No Strays are the same person. Yo, J Tap. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Yo, he might be No Strays. The way that brother switched up last night, that was a cold piece of work. Big time salute to my man AP. He says, peace, Karan and Mad Max. Big time salute to the super producer. He said, big one yesterday. These guys drive me crazy. And remember who spotted the rhyme animal first? That's true. Yo, big time salute to you, AP. You did. You told me. I denied you, AP. My bad. My bad. But AP, you was on the money, man. Big time salute to AP. What he's talking about, if you don't know, yesterday we had the legend Chuck D called the show. It was fire. So if you missed it, definitely go check that episode out. I'm going to take some more calls, and then I'm going to get into Kendrick Perkins' head today. Trust me. Smash that like button. We still cooking with hot grease. Let's get the likes up. We should be over 100 now. We still not at 100. Continue to smash that like button. Let's get the likes up. Oh, I see my man Grady High School in the building. All right. No strays. It's a no-fly zone. But I do appreciate you, No Strays. Big time salute. My man Jay Chosen in the building. Okay, I see got some good people out here. All right. All right. Continue to smash that like button. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, man, Kendrick Perkins, dog, y'all could try to defend him, and he wasn't a Knicks fan and all of that. Maybe I went a little too far by saying he's a traitor. Okay. He's still getting that work today. What are we doing, Kendrick? Wait till, man, hold on. Let me see who else I got in this queue. I'm telling you right now, this dude, he triggered me. I'm triggered. Because I was looking for Stephen A. I'm not even looking for Kendrick Perkins. I'm keeping it real. I'm looking for his boss. You know, like how you looking for the guy at the top, and then the assistant manager come, you like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm looking for the guy at the top. That's what I was doing. I was looking for the guy at the top. I wasn't looking for Kendrick Perkins. He said some slick things before. I don't really give a damn about your opinion. But when you just want to be just flat out hypocritical, just a straight, trust me, I take, dog, let me tell you something. This is why I'm the 82 nice guy. Look, I'm the game night guy. This just came, the newest edition. All right, I'm ready for the playoff. Look, I take copious notes, dog. And the stuff Vincent Goodwill made him stutter. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear how Vincent Goodwill made him stutter today? And I don't even rock with Vincent Goodwill like that because he don't really rock with the Knicks. But I'm just saying, I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Let me get my man Rob from the ATL in the building. Hopefully he can still take the call. Got a couple of more calls I'm going to make back that I got to get into my point. Damn, I see a Detroit Pistons fan in the queue. Wait, oh. Hey, yo, hold on, Rob. I see a Detroit. Okay. This is Rock on the line. This ain't the Detroit guy, but I see a Detroit guy in the queue. We're going to get him on the line. To all my triggered people, be prepared. I don't know the energy number 14 coming with. I haven't heard from number 14 in a minute. So I'm just letting you know when number 14 gets on the line, y'all better be ready. All right? So what's going on, Rock? I'm sorry, I had to just handle that business, but where we going, family?
Man, these people, man. Yo. ESPN staff just lost all credibility with me, man.
Thank you.
There's no way you can't tell me you're not a Knicks fan deep down in your heart when you gave Jalen the name Big Body Brunson and everybody uses it all across different platforms nationally.
Nationally, yep.
But you know what? I think it goes, and it takes me back to what something I heard when Charles Barkley was on TNT. He was complaining to Kenny and Shaq and Ernie about going to ESPN. We got to go over there with them idiots so they could talk about the Lakers all day. and then the next day, Stephen A. answered him saying, well, we really talk about the Lakers is because that's what the metrics show. That, that's what we get the most ratings for. So flip that metrics thinking to this. We villainize New York, and the rest of America, which hates New York, listens in and feel good about themselves because they feel like somebody's on their side. And New Yorkers still listen because they don't run and they ain't scared. They just want to see who's talking about them and start talking bad about you because you hate them. Because they're not scared. They're not soft like other cities. So it works in their advantage in that sense, and not to mention, I'm pretty sure his agent got in there saying, look, Boston's your alma mater. You can't say nothing bad about them. I don't care how much you think Knicks is, how successful you think they're going to be. That's your alma mater. You got ties back to the Boston area. You want to be able to go back and see the people. They take everything personally.
I get you.
But, so he's like, damn, yeah. Yo, man, I gotta choose them. I can't be real, man. I gotta choose the money, man. I gotta choose the moning. And they like, yeah, you gotta choose the money. Come on. Hey, I know no one wants to be a sellout, but hey, cha-ching, come on. Hey. We gotta live. We got families. Damn. Just go on there. You know what to do.
Oh man.
So he gotta live with his tail between his legs, man. And I never heard anything from them. I don't have any sources. Just be putting together all the pieces of certain things they said, and it just makes sense to me,
Man, Rock, yo, you hit it on it. That's another good point. That his ties to Boston could be ruined, or probably was already ruined. And he doesn't want to further damage them.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yo, you know what? Yo, I forgot to bring this up yesterday. When we knock Boston off, yo, somebody need to play that Cleo clip over the loudspeakers in the garden, man. Yo, everybody's gonna be rolling, man.
I'm gonna launch that. I'm gonna drop that. I remember I woke up super late yesterday and I got a late start. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
I'm gonna take care
on
of
that note, yeah, you gotta make more shorts, man, because sometimes I roll through YouTube just playing shorts. And you'll catch a stray ear that don't even care about the Knicks, but just care about humor or clever speech or whatever. Certain things said, and because we having some nice clips, between everybody, But I know you're busy.
I'm gonna drop more shorts too. Yeah, it's a lot going on, but I'm gonna drop more shorts too. I just paid for this like short little clip thingy I'm gonna be doing. So. I'm gonna be dropping more short. I got one that I'm gonna drop today on Josh Hart. So
right. Okay, cool.
But thank you, family. I do appreciate you, man.
All right, bro.
Big time. Yeah. All right. Let me get my man really quickly. Hold on. Number 14. I see you. Yo, number 14. Hey, yo, I'm getting my man Melo Mike on the line. He's the Westchester Knicks correspondent. And then I'm gonna see about this number 14 dude. All right, by the way, I saw you, Grady High. We got 20 haters from Detroit, like 22. What's going on, Melo Mike?
Hey, Karan, happy Friday, everybody. What's going on, man?
Man, big time salute. By the way, I just want to let you know the ladies, well, one of the ladies, Figgy, she gave you a call back. So if you ever are triggered, you could always call back, all right?
Absolutely.
So what's going on, family? We could start with Westchester if you like. What's going on with Dink Pate? Is Westchester feeling upset? They lost a nice young protege prospect. What's going on for Westchester? What's the word from there?
Well, Dink Pate, obviously, his agent, Sam Permutt, ended up reaching out to Jeff Burzell of ESPN to let him know his decision that he was going to go to Providence.
Right.
Little did I know there was other colleges that was out there, Kentucky, Alabama, North Carolina State, and Georgia. Yeah. And out of nowhere, Providence just came into the picture. I did receive notice late when I was on my live before I even came onto your show about this update, but I didn't pay too much attention because I thought it was just somebody just, kind of did like an edited AI job on the on Dink Pate, so I wasn't thinking anything serious about it. But yeah, he finally made a decision. I think it was a great decision for him. Yep. And his stats pretty much speak for himself. He was a 16-point average, 7 rebounds, 4 assists a game, 3 years in the G League, put in the work, playing amongst all these professionals, guys that were two-way players, and got the experience. He's still young, unlike some of the other players that are out there, 24, 25, going back to college. Dink is 19, just turned 20. So yes, this is a perfect
super young.
Yes. So this is a perfect opportunity for Dink to fit right in and pretty much get where he needs to go. And I think this was an opportunity also. His agent works for Rock Nation, so those two worked collectively really well, looking for stability, also his finances too, for a better future, and to lock him up as the 5-star recruit that he really is, the 5-star player that he is. I'm sorry, and pretty much getting him out there so he could be looked at, And I think because I attended the last game at Westchester, Mark Pope, the head coach of Kentucky, was in the building courtside. And I really thought he had courted him, but to be honest with you, the only other reason why was because he has an assistant coach relationship with that guy Hart, he ended up having a relationship with him in G League Ignite. So it was an opportunity maybe to bring him aboard. But I'm starting to think that overall there was definitely other reasons that took place that kind of swayed his decision to go to Providence. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for him to start something fresh over there. He's also
100%.
He's also being teamed up with a guy I think his name is Miles Bird, a San Diego State transfer. He's going to be coming over there. He's known for defense. He's about 6'6", 6'7". So he's going to have somebody else, that's going to be coming in with experience at the college level. You got Dink at the professional level. And also keep in mind for all those that are listening, Dink Pate became a professional at 17 years old. He's the youngest ever. And we just happened to have him in our backyard. So it was a wonderful opportunity to see Dink play at Westchester and watching him grow, because I got a chance to see him right at his first game in Delaware against the Delaware Bluecoats, against the Westchester Knicks, getting his first victory. And I told him in person, I said, listen, man, out of everybody, I came here to see you. That was the reason why. I saw him in the Summer League, G League. I'm sorry, the Summer League for the NBA. And out in Las Vegas, and I said to myself, this is the guy that, is something special about him. Even though Muhammad Diawara, we didn't hear much about him, except that he was a second round, 51st pick. I told Dink, I was like, you're the reason why I came to see you. And then to see him evolve over the 36 games through the G League, he definitely grew and matured a lot with us at Westchester. So we support him 100%. He knows his top 3 supporters, and I respect seniority. Mark from New Entertainment, Saeed,
Yep.
and including myself and the rest of the Westchester Knicks family. The super fans that are down there, we support Dink Pate 100%. And whoever gets him, I'll be honest with you, at the college level, and hopefully he'll reach the NBA. We support him 100%. This guy is like family. We love him, and we wish him the best.
Hey, yo, Mike, man, that's fire. Do you think that potentially he went to Providence because he'll probably have a bigger role there than in Kentucky? Because, you know, Kentucky's big name school. I don't know what other prospects they got. But do you think that may have factored in that he could be a bigger star at, of course, maybe not as popular as Kentucky, but still a bigger star because he'll probably be the #1 guy. Do you think maybe that had a part to play in it?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I think it was two things. I think it was obviously also, I think the economics too as well. I think the position of him having to play a big role and also getting him a supporting cast. So Providence is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Big East. So watch out for Providence, led by Dink Pate. And I think his name is going to attract other players also that are thinking
100%.
maybe to commit to Providence as well. I don't know if it'll be a 1-year, 2-year stint, Karan, but what I do know is that there's going to be definitely excitement in Providence over there. I'm going to tell you that from experience. We rode the the Dink Pate fan club over here, and it was such a joy having him. So sad to see him go. So we support him 100%, no doubt.
Hey, Mike, man, that's all the questions I got about Westchester. Anything else you'd like to touch on?
No, I just want to say thank you to Figgy for the call, for the 100%. Future call, I would say. Shout out to JJ, was it D from LA, J-Tap, the girls, the trifecta, you know, Figgy, Angie, Cleo, and you as well, the super producer Maxine, and everybody here in the chat, everybody here. So just want to say, enjoy your Friday, guys, and we'll catch up soon. All right?
Yes, sir. Do appreciate you, Mike.
All right, no problem. Take care, Karan. Take care, brother.
You as well. That's my man, Melo Mike, the Westchester Knicks correspondent. All right. Figgy, I see Figgy. Hold on, I got. So you want Jay Chosen and Can't Stop, which is Sean. So I got my man Sean here. Then I'm gonna get Jay Chosen next. All right. This is for you, Figgy. Request a caller. I got you. What's going on, Sean? Hello? How you feeling, family? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, Sean? How you feeling, man?
Everything all right? Are you driving, or because it sounds like the wind is like we blowing in the wind right now?
Yeah, I'm driving. So look, right, I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm gonna be real quick, and I'll call back later. I'll call back tonight. All right. I'm gonna just say this. We not scared of nobody. Austin, we not scared of you. We ready for all the smoke. Hurt, I was never a fan of it. Hurt. He can keep what he's saying to himself. He's just a puppet. He's just another puppet on a puppet string. That's all he is, man. 100%. I'm not worried about him. Not worried about him. But I appreciate you getting the call. I appreciate Figgy for the call back. I appreciate all the Knicks fans, man. But yeah, I'm gonna call y'all later, and let's go Knicks, all right?
Big time salute. Get safe travels, family.
I appreciate that, man.
All right. So my man Sean. Also, AP. I see you, AP. He said, "Where's No Strays?" Oh, I just spotted you, my friend. Did you see how our Knicks made your guys take their shoes off in our house? Karan, let him hear you. Facts. Hey, yo, AP, we had No Strays on the line last night. And yo, I had him stumbling and bubbling, man. I hit him with a couple of questions, kind of like the really hard hitting body blow questions. Pause. Man, let me tell you something. He wasn't, AP. Let me tell you something. He wasn't ready for it, yo. When I asked him, AP, let me tell you something. This was the question I asked him. That was the question of all questions. I said, keep it real. Is the Boston Celtics team this year better than last year's team? Yeah. The last year is better. I mean, this year is better. I says, you better stop. God damn it. you know damn well that this team is not better than last year's team. Yes, AP, I got you, family. Big time salute to my man, AP. By the way, listen, if you can't call up or the lines is too jammed, because look, I ain't gonna lie. The last couple of days, we've been getting mad calls. Or you can send in a donation, and I would treat your message in place of a call, right? Now, one of the rules is, not that. Hold on. One of the rules is people can request a caller. So that's essentially what Figgy did. And I'm about to get my man Jay Chosen on the line as well. Let's see. Hopefully he's still available. I did see him there. Hold on. Damn, where the hell was he at? I don't see him in the queue. I saw him in the chat. All right, I'm gonna dial him. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me dial my brother Jay Chosen. Hopefully he's still available. According to AP, he's a legend. Let's see if he can answer. Hopefully you're available, Jay Chosen. We do appreciate you. I know him from the Still Knicks fans family. Big time salute to them. 646-995-8389. What's going on?
Yo.
Hey, listen, man, you are so much of a legend according to AP that Figgy wanted to hear you call in. So where we going, family? Talk to me.
Let's go. First of all, peace. Hey, Ron, you know what it is.
Big time.
Salute to the Knicks family.
Yes, sir.
Salute to one of the best shows, the best show. Yo, I respect your hustle so deeply, bro. You on 25-8, bro. 25-8 on the regular, man.
Thank you, family.
And of course, the super producer Maxine always shout
100%.
out. Thank you to you as well. You dropped jewels, major jewels, definitely. Shout out to all the women. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't want to take everybody to church, but I'm gonna take them to church. They say simply, if you say to that mountain, get out of my way, that mountain will move. Our mountain is the New York Knicks.
Ooh.
That's our mountain.
Yes.
The way we win is by keeping up to 30 assists or more. Go check our record when we're there. Yep. Around 30 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Playing solid basketball. I do believe because we raised our defense so tight that it did take away a little bit from our offense for a little while because we were just working on that defense.
100%.
And if you notice, we went from like 120 every game to like 105 or whatever it might be because I really, truly believe they're working on that defense. Number two, shout out to you. I missed it. I'm going to go check it. Long Island legend Chuck D called in.
Legend. Yes, sir.
Legend. All right.
Yo, Jay, hold on. I was trying. I was trying not to fan out, man. I tried to hold on. It was very difficult. very, very difficult, bro.
I know what you mean. Look, I'm in the music business. I try not to do that ever, like, because they're just men, but to me they're legends, right? So I try not to be like, yo, your first album had me bugging out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. So listen, man, we playing great. We're playing good D. I often say, despite the coach, the coach lost me a long time ago when he wasn't standing up for the fact that we don't get any foul calls. Let's not forget that we are winning. We are winning despite not getting foul calls. Despite coming down the lane, getting clothesline like it's 1994, and nothing is happening.
Yep.
We are winning.
In Madison Square Garden.
Getting back. Right, indeed. And if we did that, we're out of here. So you know what? I think that we need to just remain ourselves, true to ourselves.
Yes.
Pass, slash. I like to see more slashing. Cat has now started going to the lane more, to the middle more. You know, as much as I hated that he started from the top, that seems to be his gig and what he likes to do. But
Bingo.
If you see him out there the other day against a 6'6" small forward, somebody named Mike Brown or anybody else needs to scream, "Get it to Cat or Carl or whatever the hell you want to call him. Get it to him." You know what I'm saying? So like at this point in this season, all right, the only team that can stop us from going where we're going is us. Period.
I agree.
Period. I mean, there is no other team. I'm not scared of no other team. Listen, we built this team to beat who? Boston 2 years ago. Okay? We beat Boston. We didn't expect Cleveland to be there.
Right.
We still have that. We improved on that team by adding a bench. We didn't expect Detroit to be there.
Right.
But what did we do when we handled Boston, when we met Boston last year? We handled them. So, right. So if we see Detroit this year, we're going to do the same thing to Boston. Handle them. And last but not least, I think that all these guys with those suits on forgot where they came from the moment that they get that gig, because they go where the wind blows on a regular basis, and it starts with Stephen A. I'll leave it down. I don't want to say his whole name.
Right.
Just Stefan A. All right?
Stefan A.
Stefan A. needs to be quiet, because he loves everybody and hates everybody, and I don't believe in him. Kendrick Perkins is not the face or the voice or the nothing. He never played for us.
That's true. That's true.
So what does he matter to us? Now, if that comment came out of Walt Frazier's mouth, that's a big different story.
I got you.
Yeah, this guy don't matter. This guy don't matter to nothing to me. Nothing. So, look, one, I really, really appreciate that, Figgy. I loved everything that you had to say. No doubt about it. I was calling in. Two, AP said that you may have something or some info for me. I think he said that.
Yeah. I'm gonna text you his email. I got you.
Okay. Sounds good. And number three, you are rocking.
Thank you, family.
With the Objective Knicks fan, the Objective fan right here, the #1 show for your New York Knicks. Daytime, morning time, noontime, nighttime, midnight, overnight. You know what it is. Come on. And the super producer, Maxine, killing it every time.
100%.
And on that,
100%.
I'm going to say peace to you, my brother.
Peace, my brother.
Let's go Knicks.
Right. Let's go Knicks, baby.
And let's go Mets. Boom.
All right. Definitely big time salute to my man Jay Cho. Oh, damn, I forgot my man Ty. Ty, I'm coming to you right now. Got to get my man Ty. By the way, I think I owe him a call back too. I see you, Ty. And look, number 14, you next up. Number 14, you next up. J-Tap, if you around, anybody around Crim's dad, one of y'all. We got Detroit about to get on the line.
Hello?
Ty, what's going on, family?
Yo, what's up, fam? What's good? Happy Friday, fam, to everybody.
Yo, you sent that call back as soon as I got off. You know that, right?
No, Sam, don't worry about that. That's just donations if I don't catch it, fam. You good, bro. You family. Okay. You my brother. Yeah, don't trip on that.
I'm still going to give you some no-clock status right now. Go ahead, my brother. That's how I get down from Brooklyn. This is what we do. We spread love the Brooklyn way,
man.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
I smell you from a distance.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, so let the suit people let them do what they do. All they doing is letting us know what we are, guys. By them doing what they're doing right now, they already know we are contenders. We are legit. Do you know how they're gonna feel when we win? So they have to stack the chips, fam. They have to say, you know what?
You can't look at Stephen A. My man just got on and said about Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, Kendrick played for Boston. Didn't you want to chip with them after coming from OKC?
He did, but I'm not giving them a pass, Ty. Come on, Ty.
No, I'm not giving him. No. What I'm saying
I'm coming
is
for his head.
No, what I'm saying is we have to let them do what they do. We need them to hate. We're missing it. See, the haters always let you know your projection and where you're going. Without haters, you'd be like, man, am I doing this right? If nobody ain't trying to holler at my girl when I'm not around, do I got the right chick? I mean, you don't want her to slip on you, right? But at the same time, you want to know you got something decent. It's the same premise, fam. The Knicks, without this hate, that means we're irrelevant. But because we're relevant, we got to get this hate, and it's coming from everybody. Stephen A. is not a New York Knicks fan. He's a Stephen A. fan. He's about politics. He's about his money. He don't care one way or the other. It's the fact that he comes from New York, Hollis, Queens, as he's so to say. But at the end of the day, he has to claim that fame. Even Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith, he'll try to big up New York, but he gonna let you know. He gonna rock with the Rockets. When you run on that. Yeah. Yeah, so hey, let him. Charles Barkley, he mad because we never wanted him. A lot of these guys get mad because they wanted to come to New York at the end of their careers and we didn't accept them. Because normally we accept people at the end of their careers. That's why everybody's right about LeBron about not coming. But the difference with LeBron coming, and don't make this a topic today, guys, but the difference with him coming.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, we ain't gonna do that. But the difference with KD and LeBron coming is they still got some tires, some tread on their tires. That's the only difference. When Charles and all them dudes were trying to come, they was trying to come and get a paycheck, man. And we no longer doing that. Like Chuck D said yesterday, we normally get stars over here.
That's a fact.
Get stars over here. We don't want you in your old age and just trying to catch a little quick coin coming from New York because they know we the Mecca. They know we pay very well. But now we want you to play very well to get paid very well. Mitchell Robinson.
Yes.
Mikal Bridges, Anunoby. We got a squad. Ain't nobody worried about nobody in this association right now. They worried about us. The league is looking bad right now.
But that's not what Kendrick said. Kendrick said nobody's scared of the Knicks. That's what he said. Nobody's scared.
But that's what we want, bro.
I'm getting on his head. I'm sorry.
No. You think I'm not defending him? I'm not defending him. So you can say that you should get on his head. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I want teams to underestimate us. I want teams to continue to look at us like the underdog. Because we only went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So yeah, don't fear us. We only got better, but don't fear us. The only difference is we got a new coach that they don't even know about. They don't know how Mike Brown is going to do X's and O's come this playoff. They don't know. They're getting a little bit. They're seeing it right now, and we look unstoppable, bro. We look unstoppable. My man just got off and said the only gauntlet in our way is the Knicks.
That's
the only gauntlet in our way is the Knicks. We're the only team that could defeat us. We're the only NBA team that can defeat us. So at the end of the day, we're not worried about what these dudes say. Let these turncoats, let them say what they want to say. We don't need Kendrick to ride with us. We don't need any
I don't care. Look. I don't personally care. But Ty, I don't personally care. It's just that I saw his comments. I let him slide. He said a lot of. This ain't the first time he said certain things.
Whoa. I didn't hear what he said. I'm only coming in on what you guys were just talking about. Don't piss me off. Don't trigger me, Karan. What did the Kendrick person say?
He said that you're not scary. He said that Boston is the favorites to come out the East. And he puts no stock in our playoff push at all. So if you think I'm going to let that slide.
But guess what?
I'm not.
Is this the same person who was choking on the Knicks basketball last year?
Right. And I'm going to get on that part too. I'm going to get on that too. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because first of all, big body Brunson is okay. But I like the Brunson burner better anyway. I was calling him
I never say
burner.
big body Brunson. No offense to people who use it.
Yeah.
But I
like
never
Brunson
say that.
Burner. Thank you. The captain, Brunson burner.
The Brunson burner.
Yeah, the Brunson burner.
Captain 11.
Thank you. Come on, fam. Come on.
See?
So Kendrick Perkins. See, they all want some sort of clout when it comes to the Knicks, fam. All of them want some sort of clout. and I'm tired of all of them. It's New York versus everybody, including the zebras, man, including those people who's sitting up in them. What's his name? Gene Salvatore. What the hell is his name? The damn referee commissioner, the one who they call Gene Salvatore, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Gene Salvatore or something like that. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
I can't stand him neither. He's such a damn liar himself neither. Oh, that didn't look like a so. I'm being petty right now because I'm going at everybody. Nobody like us.
That's why you give him the package. You didn't hear the I guarantee you, if you heard the comments, you'd be like, "What the hell is this dude talking about?"
I better not go and hear it because I'll call back. Karan, don't do this, please. So I'm gonna get off this call because now I'm gonna go search. I'm gonna go search with Kendrick, Doofy, Big.
So I'm expecting a call back. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna look out for it. All right,
man. All right, bro.
Big time. All right. Yeah, that means he's definitely calling back. 100,000%. I'm gonna get the Cash App. The brother gonna be back on the line. Hold on. Let me all right, number 4. Now listen. Look, hold on. I'm queuing y'all up. We got a potential opposing caller getting on the line. His name is Detroit Hater number 14. It's been a minute since I spoke to him. I don't know where his angle is gonna be. All right. He may be a crazy troll. But if you want to get rid of him, y'all know what to do. All right, the Crims Dad, that's what it's called. The Crims Dad, to get rid of him, sending that donate, we get him right off that line. So I'm preparing y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not going to let y'all go out there blind. All right, hold on. Let me get my man number 14. I don't know what he going to talk about. Let's see what he got to say. Come on, number 14. Answer. What's going on? Is this Detroit number 14?
Man, what's going on, man?
It's been a minute since I talked to you. I have no idea where you're going. Where we going?
Let's go. Man, come on, man. How are you going to
We went to smoke. Let's go.
Talking about Kendrick Perkins lost his mind. He said everything right. He ain't lying. How's the Knicks back? Y'all won 2 games. You squeaked by the Hawks. That game, that shot really should have counted. Should have went to overtime. But whatever. You can have that one. Then,
out of here.
Last night, the last 5 minutes, Boston stopped playing defense. And then we got to add it was no Jaylen Brown, too. So, y'all celebrating off that. The Knicks is back off them 2 wins. They're back. Stop it. And what happened to the smoke? Where the smoke at? I thought y'all wanted to play the Pistons. I thought we were trying to play each other. Y'all are playing so scared. Y'all are so scared for your life. Y'all want that 3rd seed so bad. It's sickening. I'm watching this. I'm like, bro. And then the fans, the crazy fans. Oh, they in playoff mode now. This playoff, they ain't no damn. They scared because they know.
Get him up out of there! Big time to my man J Tap. I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm like, all right, who gonna be the one to do it? Hey, J Tap, in the nick of time, baby. Get him out of there. Hey, J Tap, that was fire, dog. I appreciate you. He said, nope, the Crims Dad effect. So listen. When y'all hear this, y'all know we get them the hell up out of there. That's why I added that feature. Listen, number 2 is, y'all know number 2. Number 2, he still comes with the energy, but he's a little bit more like you could talk basketball than number 2. But number 7 is cool. Number 9 is cool. And number 5, who we haven't heard of number 5 in a minute, but number 5 is cool. He sent me some messages like, yo, man, we ain't ready, da-da-da-da. Number 5 is cool. So there's a couple of cool Detroit people. But when I start saying number 14, number 15, number 16, I haven't heard from these guys. I don't know what energy they coming with. But J-Tat, you are the real MVP on that one, dog. It's called the Crims Dad. We get you up out of here. We not going for it. All right? That's what it's called. We get you up out of here. Big time salute. I love it. Oh, by the way, let me just. I don't even need that. Where's hold up. I think Angie want to hear from Melo Mike too. Hold on. Yeah, Angie. She want to hear from Melo Mike. Melo Mike, if you there, you was requested a call back, by the way, Melo Mike. All right. Okay, yo, I tell you, I got the best membership community in the world, yo. They always showing love and supporting people. Let me get my brother back on the line. I'm gonna do a couple of callbacks, and then I gotta get to Kendrick. Hey,
Hello?
Mike. So Angie put in a special request for you. She said she wanted to hear you back. Of course, Figgy put in a request for you as well. But Angie says she want to hear you give your Boston take from the game last night. She wants to know exactly what were your thoughts
on the Boston game.
Yeah, last night. Do you have any thoughts? Josh Hart, big threes. Where we go?
He came up big. Matter of fact, really wanted to relate a little bit about Mikal Bridges. I came to the assumption that, when you was putting him, well, he was on trial, that we kind of acquitted him. And I kind of was on the same bandwagon. I was on the opposite side, but then I came to reasoning his role with this team, and I wasn't getting it. I finally got it, that he is a scorer, not a shooter. And coming to this thing, what I mean by that is that being with Phoenix, being with Brooklyn, he was like the main guy. Coming to the Knicks, he had to take a back seat to not be the number one, number two. He was actually last year under Tibbs, he was appointed to be the number 3 scorer. Now coming into with Mike Brown, I guess it's it fluctuates between 3 and 4. I guess, Karan.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he's really even last year. You could argue who was 4 because OG was 3rd in scoring last year.
Yep.
But I get what you're saying. They were kind of close, so it could go either way.
Correct. And I think just his role is more of playing defense, and we got caught up with the 5 picks and the money that was involved. And I think he's really bought here really for his defense, and the scoring is just a plus. And I think we're looking at it from a different viewpoint. And I was kind of caught up with that. And then when I really looked at what was going on, and it was kind of embedded into me, I was like, oh, okay, now I'm starting to see what's going on, because I think we're looking at him of what he was doing with the other team, that he was going to do that with this team. And I think his role is totally different. Even with the different coaches, he is really like wing stop. We would like to see him average, definitely at least get to 15. I think he scored last night 10 points, correct? I think.
Yeah, he did. He didn't get enough shots, but we won. So
we won.
But I get you.
And the 5 players were into double figures. So that was great to see a balanced attack by the New York Knicks. Listen, the Knicks took care of business. We're not making excuses, for anything. Whether Jaylen Brown plays, doesn't play, doesn't matter. We're here to take care of business.
Don't matter. Thank you, Mike.
Right.
Thank
we're
you.
gonna be here, and we're gonna be here to make sure that we get to where we need to be at, and that's to get to the final. So it's gonna
100%.
be starting up soon, guys. I said let's get ready. Fasten our seatbelts, because it's going to be one crazy ride with these New York Knicks, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, to start it off ASAP. So I'm on that bandwagon right now. Yep.
I'm with you, Mike, all the way to the finals, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Big time.
Just before I get off, definitely wanted to shout out to AP and Tugboat. I forgot 100%. To mention those guys. They are part of the show, and they do it very well. Supporting the platform, and also to Chuck D, and salute to Ron from SKF Nation.
Big time.
So definitely want to shout out to him. Yeah, I heard him giving you your flowers, and it's well deserved. And obviously a shout out to Chuck D if he is listening. Thanks for him for shouting me out as well. So definitely appreciate it. And I think this is what it's all about. And I think when I came aboard, even though I might be listening to different platforms and participating, it's all about bringing the Knicks community together. That's what I'm all 100%. About. That's what Melo Mike is about uniting everybody together as family. So I hope we understand that. Let's support these Knicks, man, and let's go for it, man. It's Knicks in 26. Let's do this.
Let's do it, man. I appreciate you, Mike, man. You know you my dog, man. Big time.
You got it, man. Same here, brother. Take care, Karan.
No doubt. All right. That's my man, Melo Mike. He knows everybody. Everybody knows him. I know. I forgot to ask him. Yeah, I know you felt you had to feel good that Chuck D know who you are. That's fire. If Chuck D know who you are and he said, y'all see Melo Mike, I'm like, oh, this guy knows everybody, man. Man, I go out with Melo Mike. Everybody's like this. He's over there saying hi to this person. Man, salute to Melo Mike. 100%. That's a good dude right there. Hold on. I'm just trying to cross all my. Damn, Joe, my bad, Joe. I completely forgot Joe because the whole Figgy conversation threw me off. My fault, Joe. Hopefully you can answer, Joe. The most optimistic Knicks fan. I need you right now, Joe. Hopefully we could get Joe. If you're still there, calling you back. You might be busy.
Telephone number.
All right, Joe. If you listen and call back when you get the chance. I see my man LB. Let me try to get my man LB in the building as well. Damn, my bad, Joe. Damn. All right. See if my man LB answers. Oh, Joe called back. Okay, good.
Your call has been.
All right, let me get my man Joe on the line. Yeah, to the people who be waiting a long time, the phone lines be jammed, bro.
Yo.
What's good, Joe? How
Yo,
you feeling,
my bad,
family?
I didn't pick up. I was a little busy.
No, it's all good. I meant to get to you earlier, but the whole, the conversation earlier, it's all good. Where we going, man? Where we going?
I wanted to bring up this yesterday because I didn't get a chance, but, I saw something during the game yesterday I really wanted to bring up.
Okay.
When Cat posted up in the post yesterday and he was on Walsh had no other choice because he was he got advantaged on. He had no other choice but to foul Towns, and that got his immediately out of the game. And that little bit of momentum to control how the other coach is doing their substitutions, I think it's going to be really vital in the playoffs. If Cat can still be aggressive in the post and make the defense draw those fouls on him, we're going to be in a good spot. I don't know what you think about that, Karan.
I agree, and I think him controlling his fouls, not getting into foul trouble, that is a major key. He hasn't had 5 fouls in damn near 20 games. So, and usually when he gets 5 fouls, we're 4 and 13 or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, you guys are still talking about the Celtics game yesterday. We got another topic?
No, we talking about Kendrick Perkins. Did you hear Kendrick Perkins?
What is he switching sides on us? Don't tell me Kendrick Perkins is switching on us.
Yo, he said that nobody is scared of the Knicks, and the Knicks, what he said, no stock. He has no stock in the Knicks in the playoffs.
Kendrick said that?
Kendrick said that today, and a bunch of other things I'm gonna get into. Yeah.
So Kendrick Perkins is spooky in the woods.
Spooky in the goddamn woods.
Oh man.
Can't trust the Celtic though. You know that.
See, because all last year, all he had was good things to say about us. I'm surprised. Maybe it's got something to do with Stephen A. being in his ear. Listen, man, we can't be all good about these Knicks. We gotta throw a little bit of shade, just to get the ratings up. You know how it is, man. Someone's always got.
I know exactly how it is.
Someone's always got something to say. It's just how it is, man. So
100%.
You just gotta put up the hater shades. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, oh God. Yep.
But hey, man. But nah, dude. At the end of the day, like I said, we're gonna be the top dogs this year, and we are. So I ain't worried about nobody. I'm not worried about the Celtics. I'm not worried about the Detroit. I'm not worried about any of them. That's just my God honest take, man.
I'm with you, right? I'm definitely with you with that.
Well, no, I was gonna say, man, we all need to get on the train. We all gotta stop being spooky in the woods. That's all I'm trying to say at the end of the day. And if you guys want to hang up my call, feel free. I give my Knicks card. Here's my permission. If you want to put in your $25,
no.
You guys want to
No, that's not for Nick. No, that's not for Knicks fans. That's for the opposing team. So we don't gotta listen to Detroit, Cleveland. If y'all don't want to hear them, they know the rules. You got Sniper. First off, the name of the rule is called the Crim's Dad. So he is the initiator of that. So you got him, you got J-Tap. It's a couple of dudes that don't mind dropping the 25 anytime. Trust me. They will drop it. You come in here tripping, they not give you no looks.
Yo, but before
but it's
I
not
go,
for Knicks fans.
I don't want to forget about this, but I got a couple more ideas for you for the soundboard if you want to hear me out.
Okay, I'm still trying to get the friendly fire. I'm probably gonna have to do some AI stuff with that. But what's some other ideas you got?
But I got the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West going, I'm melting.
Okay, I got to see about that because like I'm dealing with a lot of copyright issues, so that's why I don't like to. I don't even put other people's images on the screen no more because it's like every other video, it's people trying to, So I'll look into that.
Because I was thinking,
there's some cool things you could do with AI, so I'm gonna play around with the AI.
Like that the Mario sound doing the level up sound because we're leveling up. Yeah. That little mushroom
100%.
sound, that ding 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 that sound. That's what we need that.
Yep.
So
100%.
Hey man, I just want to throw some ideas out there for you. And then I
appreciate it, man.
You should do a show where people can only call back if someone else calls in for them. So you just got a bunch of people playing phone tag. Like you tag for him, you tag for him, and to set it all up. But hey man, thanks for taking my call, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt, Joe. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. It's my man Joe from AC. Hold on. Joe from AC. Let's see if my man from Hempstead is available. All right, and then after this, I got a roast. What do you call it? This guy Kendrick Perkins. I also see you, AP.
Hello?
What's good, D? Hey, how's it going, family?
Chillin', how you, man? How you been?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm about to go in on Kendrick Perkins, man. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, he mad because he used to be a Boston. He used to play for Boston. That's why.
Yeah, he choosing sides, huh?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith too. He a bitch too. Sorry for cursing, but
Yeah, watch the Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
they ain't riding with us. We ain't riding with them.
That's a fact, whole fact, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Word up, man.
100%.
But Kendrick Perkins got to stop it, bro.
Oh boy.
He gotta stop it, man.
Because I gave him a lot of praise, but now he's sounding like a casual.
That's a fact.
He's sounding real casual right now.
That's a fact. I watched it earlier.
Come on, dog.
To my big body Brunson. Nigga, what? Now you wanna be a hater? Cause we beat Boston last night?
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Yo, he got to choose one, bro. He probably know what it is. He get paid for that though. He get paid.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute you want to be a Brunson fan or you want to be a Knicks fan, then you switch it up. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it at all.
Sideways, that's what we call it in Brooklyn. Sideways energy, dog. Look, we ain't going for it, family.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
I'm
here, though, bro. That's a fact. Always a Knicks fan, man.
100%. I know
that.
Yeah,
word up. Get to the playoffs,
in the building.
Yeah, it's a fact. Stand tall, bro.
Yep.
Stand tall. We got to stand tall, man. Word up.
I'm riding with that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you too long though, bro. Continue to do what you're doing.
Thank you, family. All right.
All right, man.
Big time. Yeah. It's my man D from Hempstead. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I learned early to let go of the Brooklyn, super cockiness early, Brooklyn is just the toughest everywhere. Then when you start traveling around and you go to Hempstead, yo, let me tell you something. They got some real ones in Hempstead, family. Hold on, we got two requests of callers. Now, I can't promise I could get J-Tap. I'm going to try to get J-Tap, but Ty said, let me show you how ill the community is, right? So Ty says, this is for J-Tap. Then Cleo says, this is for Ty. And I hope it's not because I need a lawyer. Okay. Oh, well, okay. She said, okay, good. This is not me. But she said, this is for Ty because he always triggers me. Yo, I swear to God, they are hilarious. By the way, if you are a channel member, let me tell you something. You need to get inside the Discord. We're going to be rocking tonight. If you are not a channel member, you should join the channel membership. And listen, it's a lot of perks, a lot of content. members only Sundays. It's a lot of things going on. If you are a member though, you need to get inside that Discord. I'm just letting you know. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to try to get J-Tap. Now, this guy, he's a boss. He's living a boss life. I don't know what number he's going to answer. So I got like 4 numbers from him. All right. He thinks I don't got all his numbers. I got all his numbers. Let me see if he'll pick up this one. Let me see if he'll pick this one up. I don't know. We're going to try. Let's see. Let's see if he answers. 646-995-8389. Call up. Let's see if the brother answers. I don't think he gonna answer.
I'm sorry, the person you
hold on. Damn. I just had the other number. Damn, let me get my man Ty. J-Tap. They want you, J-Tap. They want you. They're requesting your call. So you can't say nobody ever does callbacks for you. You can't say that, J-Tap. Yeah, you can take the call after the game. I just looked into the chat. I see you, J-Tap. I get you after the game. Let me see if Ty is ready to talk.
Hello?
Hey Ty. This was from I think this was from Cleo because she said you always trigger her. So she wants you to, I guess she wants you to clarify stuff because you said you be triggering her. I don't know what you did. I'm just glad that I am not, the triggered. I think she also means because you donate for her. To be fair, I just was adding some sauce to it. But yeah. Did you watch the clip yet? Did you watch the clip?
No, I didn't watch the clip yet. I was searching. I didn't watch the clip yet because they started giving me like different clips of Kendrick, and I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
part.
the problem is they didn't post it for some reason right away on ESPN. I don't know. It was like them little janky little YouTubes that had it. So it's probably not even up there anymore. But
okay.
I'm curious to know. So look, try to watch it and we'll get you back after because I need that energy after you see it.
Okay.
That's what I need. After you watch it, get you back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Big time.
All right.
As far as my man AP, I see you. You said you gave JC an awesome plug and he should use that on the radios. Okay. So big time salute. Salute to you, AP. I'm glad that I was able to foster that connection. This is what it is all about. Connected you guys, AP. I always saw you on the back end and apparently I probably got into contact because I did text the brother your information. All right. So big time salute to you on that. Now look, y'all, I'm gonna come back to the line. I know the lines are hot. All right, Cleo, we're gonna get Todd back, Cleo. After he's seen the clip, please. As far as J-Tap, he in the chat. So he said he gonna call back later tonight. So just to let you guys know, I'm sharp with the callbacks, y'all. One thing when people send in the callbacks, y'all gonna get your call back. All right. But look, I want to talk about Kendrick Perkins for a second, all right? I'm not gonna play their clip because I ain't trying to deal with no copyrights. Cats be hating. You can't show certain content on YouTube. What scared me straight with the copyright was when the NBA they struck me down. When the NBA hits you with something, dog, man, your whole joint is all red. It look all crazy. I had to edit it out, so that's why I don't even play with the NBA no more. But I'm gonna read some of the quotes because I take copious notes. Thus, this is why I created this. Bam, game night, baby. All right, I'm playoff ready, baby. You see that? The playoff edition. All right, this is the last day to get it. But look, I'm gonna tell you like this. When we're talking about Kendrick Perkins, this is a guy who I feel like he's a traitor. I know he's not a Knick. I know none of that. But here's why. The man sided with us last year against all odds. Like, seriously. Like, we were 0-10. He was like, yo, the Knicks this, the Knicks that. 0-10. We're way better than 0-10 this year. If you want to say, oh, well, you're not 0-10, but you're 0-5, okay. We may not even see the Thunder in the playoffs. And I don't think for a prayer's chance in hell, we're going to see the Detroit Pistons. They're not making it that far. I could give a goddamn if Pate is there or not. They got to get at least some playoff years of experience for me to have faith in these guys. They still haven't won a playoff series since 2008. They still haven't won a home game in the playoffs since 2008. So until they do that, there's no way I could ever even think about Detroit Pistons right now. So that's why when number 14 calls up, it's the biggest joke to me. It's hilarious. What the hell is the brother talking about? Like, seriously. Like, what is he talking about? I wasn't taking no notes. I was like, all right, I know J-Tap gonna get him up out of here. He gonna pull a Crim's dad and get him the hell up out of here. And that's exactly what he did. So this is why I feel like he's a traitor, because he was riding with the Knicks last year against all the odds. The big body Brunson, I'm not gonna lie, I don't ever use that term. I'm sorry. No offense to people who use it, but I got my own term. Listen, I am the originator, okay? I don't want to use another person's nickname all the time. I'm going to use my own goddamn nickname. I call him Captain 11, the Brunson Burner. I call him Mr. Miyagi. I got my own nicknames for Jalen Brunson. You feel what I'm saying? All right? The best clutch basketball player in the game. You feel me? So anyway, nonetheless, so he gets on the air, and the first thing he said was, no one is scared of the Knicks. And I'm like, huh? What the hell are we talking about? No one is scared of the Knicks. Where are we going? Then the thing that got me was he said he doesn't have no stock at all in the Knicks playoffs, and then he backtracks in the same paragraph. You can't do that, dog. Come on. Don't be sorry. See, this is what I don't like, and this is what Stephen A., you better stay over there. You don't believe in us. You think Boston's the best. Stay on that side, Stephen A. Do not cross back, because we're going to beat Boston. 100%. 100%. Never wavered in my heart, mind, body, and soul. But these guys are a bunch of goddamn hypocrites. All of them. You're all hypocrites. Every single one of them. You don't have any information. Oh, we got the inside source and we know this. Man, I know basketball, dog. You could have your inside goddamn source. Half the time y'all wrong anyway, and y'all goddamn sources and reporting. Half the time you get it wrong any goddamn way. So I could give a goddamn about your goddamn sources. I watch basketball, dog. I don't need to meet the owner of the team and the guy who's behind the locker room to know what I'm seeing on the goddamn screen. People have agendas, things they want to share, things they want to put out there, manipulation, misinformation. I don't really give a goddamn about none of that. What my concern is that what I'm seeing with my own basketball eyes is I'm seeing the New York Knicks team that in the regular season is clearly better than last year's team. 100%. 100%. This year's team is better than last year's team. I said that I don't know, That was early. We're 80 games in. By the way, I got a powerful show I'm doing on Sunday. It's called the Knicks in 10 show. You guys need to be there. Oh, by the way, I got a debate I'm doing on Monday against the Bronzeville Spurs fan. We gonna get it in. 3 rounds of fire. Right now, I don't got a mod because I was trying to keep it neutral, so I might just not even have a mod. We just might mod it ourselves. All right. So I'm letting you guys know that I'm laser focused on the task. And I read a lot of information and I watch a lot of basketball. It's all I watch. I'm a basketball junkie, for real, seriously. So I know that I probably watch way more basketball than Stephen A. Smith. I'm convinced in that. I don't think Stephen A. Smith watches as much basketball, especially like paying attention to the Knicks as much as me, right? As far as Kendrick Perkins, I don't know if I watch more basketball than him. I probably do. I probably don't. I know that this guy, he's a former professional athlete, and he's a good commentator to me. I normally like watching Perkins talk, you know, because I feel like he knows way more than the rest of them most of the time. Not today. Today, Vincent Goodwill was on his hand. So when Kendrick Perkins says, oh yeah, no one is scared of the Knicks, Kendrick Perkins said, listen, Vincent Goodwin was like, yo, the Knicks ain't got no reason to be scared of the Boston Celtics at all. Completely contradicted and countered everything that this guy, Kendrick Perkins, was trying to say. And I'm trying to understand where in Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith's mind, both fickle positions, because I could go back before Tatum and they didn't think that the Celtics were the favorite to win the East. So I need to know from them, what the hell were they watching when he says that the Celtics are the favorite team in the East? Can y'all explain that to me? As much as I doubt the Pistons, I can't even say I hate I don't hate the Pistons, because realistically, what has the Pistons done to me? We always killed them in the playoffs. I'm not worried about the goddamn Pistons. Why would I dislike Detroit? I have no reason to dislike them. They dislike us. But I personally don't have no reason to dislike the Detroit Pistons. So I have no problem with saying this. If they were to tell me that they thought that the Detroit Pistons are the favorite to come out the East, while I disagree, I wouldn't do content on it. At least you could say, well, the Detroit Pistons, they're first in the East, so I think they're going to come out the East. I think that's a dumbass position if that's the basis of your position. But if it is your position, all right, it's a respectable position. It's a surface level basketball position, because we know records don't matter. And if Brownsville comes into that debate on Monday talking about records, I'm just letting you know you're going to get cooked. Just letting you know that. Anyway, not to help out the competition, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you like this. There's no way you can watch the Boston Celtics and say, based on Tatum being back solely, that they are going to be the favorites out of the East. No one gives the Knicks a pass. I could give a goddamn about a Celtic excuse. They were 8-1 without Jaylen Brown. Remember, I told y'all that yesterday. I told y'all that to equip you to argue against this nonsense when they tried to say, well, Brown wasn't there, so that's why we lost. But no one's going to give us no grace against Detroit when we didn't have our entire starting lineup, our front court playing, and we got smacked by 40. No one said, well, they didn't have Towns and OG. That's their second and third option. So, of course, they're going to lose. No Shamit. It was a whole bunch of dudes out. No one gave us grace. No one gave us immunity. But now we beat Boston 3-1, right? Here's the hypocrisy. We beat Boston 3-1. And now we're making excuses for Boston. Shannon Sharp and the Nightcap crew. Man, the Knicks beat, good. Y'all don't watch basketball. Can we make a goddamn rule that if you don't watch basketball, you don't talk about goddamn basketball? This is not, let me show you something. Look. This is not watching basketball. Hold up. Can I show you something? Let me show you something. This is not watching basketball, right? Now, hold on. I got you. I got the example for you. Let me show you. This is not watching basketball. Wow. The Miami Heat. Damn. They beat the Toronto Raptors. Wow. Let's look at the box score. Oh, man. Bam Adebayo. He was balling, man. Yo, he had 24 points. He had 11 rebounds and 8 assists. Wow, that guy, he almost had a triple-double. Yay! I'm telling you right now, Bam should be All-NBA third team. This is how stupid they sound. I didn't watch the game. I did watch this game, but I'm just using an example as you get on there, you're looking at a box score, and you're talking about the goddamn box score as if that's a representation for you watching the goddamn game. So when when Shannon Sharp And the rest of those guys on Nightcap are talking about the goddamn game. I know Shannon Sharp ain't watched the game. And I know for damn sure Ocho Cinco ain't watched the goddamn game. I can't remember the NBA player that was on there. He probably is the only one to watch the goddamn game. And even he was talking goddamn nonsense. We got to make a rule. But y'all listen to these guys. Y'all go watch them. You go subscribe. And you give them the platform to misinform you. You go wake up, you watch First Take every day, and you listen to the nonsense. You give them rating, you give them views, giving them the impression that this is what we want to see. A bunch of dudes that don't even watch the games talking about the goddamn games. But to bring it back to Kendrick Perkins, what Angie said earlier makes sense to me because I'm trying to understand where the switch up happened. I think Josh Hart might have caused that. Because, you know, Kendrick is a part of the team. He was in the locker room. So Kendrick knows camaraderie, being together as a team. So he coming from my man, Stephen A. Smith. I'm riding with Stephen A. Smith. I hope that's the case. My man Rock says, well, he's from Boston. He don't want to piss them Boston people off. He has a legacy there. Okay. But why go out your way to say the Knicks you have no stock in the Knicks at all in the playoffs? The loss didn't mean anything for the Boston Celtics. Huh? Why are you defending it? But that is your team. So Kendrick, you stay your little scary ass over there with the Boston Celtics. You stay your little ass over there with the Boston Celtics. Your spooky in the woods ass over there. We don't want to hear from you anymore on the Knicks. I'm speaking for the entire Knicks community when I say this. We don't want to hear you calling Big Body Brunson anymore. Hey, yo, that's kind of a pause. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit, if you really think about it. We want you to stay over there. And your man, Stephen A. Smith, that's like this, jumping for joy, like, oh, the Knicks won, huh? But wait a minute, I can't go to work the next day. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna look like a doofus. So here's the logic, right? His buddy Stephen A. Smith, his buddy Kendrick, they go on this rant about the Knicks. So yeah, because after we lost to Charlotte, oh man. You know, the Knicks, they gonna get bumped in the first round. All of that stupidness. Dumb. Right? So we beat Boston. We beat Atlanta. No reprieve. Just excuses. Then this is the shining moment, right? This is the shining moment. Kendrick Perkins has the audacity to say that last year's team is better than this year's team. Seriously, he has the audacity to say that. Now, here's what I think it is, y'all. Here's the truth. They don't like Mike Brown. They don't like Mike Brown. No salute that he won 52 wins. Salute to Vincent Goodwin. I'm going to give him a salute. He brought that up. No salutes, just straight downplay the Knicks. Thibodeau didn't do that. Thibodeau was there 5 years, did not win more than 51 wins. Mike Brown comes in 1 year and gets 52 wins. I don't give a damn about, oh, well, he had the better team and da-da-da-da. Man, give me a break with your sorry-ass excuses. They don't like Mike Brown. They don't want to give him his props. They're a bunch of player haters. That's what y'all are. A bunch of player haters. Because y'all want Mike Brown to fail. There might be some personal. Because, you know, behind the scenes and all this behind the scenes stuff. I could give a goddamn about that. I could give a damn about who I know versus who I don't know. I know basketball. I talk basketball. I don't need to know you. Don't need to know you to talk about you. Because now, the more you know, and I'm a Celtic and I'm a former player, you got to be biased. Every single former player is biased. You have to be biased. And now you're biased. You get on the mic and you're forced to say things because you're a Celtic, so you can't give a Knick props. I'm not saying that's what it is about Kendrick Perkins, because he definitely gave the Knicks props. But what I am saying is he said that we're a team with no identity. Remember, you heard it here first. When the Knicks go to the finals, when the Knicks go to the championship, remember that you heard it here first. I am the originator, goddammit. Listen, our identity is we are a two-way team, a versatile two-way team that can beat you in a variety of ways. Remember, I was the one to say that. So if you see that in a damn article somewhere, just know it came from me. They're not going to say it now. Wait till we get to the finals and wait till we get to the championship. Just watch. We do have a goddamn identity. Oh, it's not defense and defense like the 90s. We got to be like the 90s. We didn't win the goddamn championship in the 90s. I don't want to be like the goddamn 90s. I want to be like the 70s, goddammit. Why do I want to be like the 90s? They didn't win. I want to be like the 70s, where they did both. Offense and defense at a high level. Big time salute to Walt Clyde Frazier. Big time salute to Willis Reed, the last MVP. Big time salute to Bob McAdoo, bucket getter, 3-time scoring champion. Big time salute to Bernard King. That's what I want. That's where I want to be. I want to be elite. Not a defensive team. And with Coach Tibbs, they play defense. That's a bunch of goddamn cap. Y'all not watching no goddamn basketball. Y'all following narratives. Anybody who tells you that Coach Tibbs played goddamn defense last year, y'all don't watch basketball. 100% facts. Let me show you why you don't watch no goddamn basketball. I'm tired of this crap. I really am. Y'all don't watch basketball, dog. Y'all don't watch basketball. Last season's team that we keep pointing to and saying, oh my God, they were incredible and they're the greatest ever. Woo! Last year, yes, they're not like last year's team. The same team, the whole bunch of ESPN idiots got up there and was like, oh, they're 0-10 all goddamn season. And now you're going to point back to last season and say that this team is not that team. Yes, we're not that team. We're better. And y'all sit there and y'all watch this crap every day. Then you call up, listening to them, telling me them dumbass points, and I'm going to shut you down every single time. All you have to do is go to Basketball Reference, right? You go there, and let's just look at the rankings. So this year, we got a top 10 offense and defense. We did not have a top 10 offensive defense last season. Kendrick Perkins, what the hell are you talking about? Last year, they played defense. No one is talking about defense. And Vincent Goodwill shut his ass up and said, I did talk about defense. I talked about Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and OG Anunoby, Wingstop. Oh, but I thought he was doing a goddamn beatbox. Salute to Vincent Goodwill. Yeah. Let's look at last year's Knicks team. The team that was so, oh my God, last year's team was so incredible, man. Last year's team was so much better. What do the rankings of last year's team say? We got the 5th ranked offense and the what defense? The what defense, y'all? I'm listening. I can't hear you. What did you say? We got the 14th defense last season. What the hell is Kendrick Perkins watching to make him think that last year's team is better than this year's team defensively? What the hell is he watching? Look at the 2-point defense last season. Y'all remember, I defended Carl Anthony. First off, salute to Carl Anthony Town. Hold on, let me get my soundboard back. Hold on. It's too much. The soundboard went out. It was just too much energy just now. First off, salute to Carl Anthony Town. Y'all remember this last year? I do a show called the Knicks in 10 Show. Y'all see this right here? Look at the 2-point defense last year. Look at how trash it was. We were ranked 20th in 2-point defense, 18th in 2 points attempt, 18th in percentage. We were trash. They were walking to the basket. Y'all remember that? Oh, well, Towns, it's Towns' fault. Towns ain't playing no defense. They just walking to the goddamn basket. Y'all remember that? That was last season. What the hell is Kendrick Perkins talking about? Let's go to this season. I do a show called Knicks in 10 Show. I know all these numbers because I've been tracking it for the last 3 goddamn years. So when you say something out of bounds and out of pocket, look at the 2-point defense this year. Do you see the improvement with Karl-Anthony Towns? We ain't got nobody different. Just Mitchell Robinson for a couple of more regular season games. Look at the 2-point defense this year. No one is walking to the basket against the Knicks this year. Anyone who is telling you that, they don't watch the games like that, or they don't understand what they're watching, and they're following last year's narratives. That's all. It's a narrative. What are you basing last year's defense on? The Celtics probably only beat one team that we didn't. I think they beat OKC. That was it. Every other team, we either won more of the games or it's the same. The Boston Celtics haven't done nothing that we hadn't done this year. There's no reason to put the Boston Celtics ahead of us. No objective reason to do it. We beat them head to head. Mano y mano. Let's go. We cooked them 3-1. Last year, your boss, Stephen A. Smith, oh man, Knicks had no chance to beat Boston. They beat them 4-0. They beat them in the Madison Square Garden and they beat them 4-0. This time we up 3-1, and now we still gonna lose. That's hate. That is hate. You can't tell me it's not. That is hate. With a capital H. We up 3-1. Y'all still gonna lose. We lose 0-4. You still gonna lose. I rest my case, man. There's more. We could go through the resume, but I don't see what about Boston besides Tatum and Brown. Oh, they got the most playoff experience. That's a joke. They only got 5 players from their run. We got a team of dudes that's been in the playoffs. They got a bunch of dudes y'all never heard of before. Last night, half of you didn't know Shireman, and you played against him 3 other times. I didn't even know who he was. Who the hell is Shireman? Is he a fireman? I don't know. What are we talking about? Hold on, let me see. Big tassel to my bed. Matter of opinion. You said you call up? What's your name, matter of opinion? What's your call-up name? Ty, I see you. Hold on, let me see who else called up. I see my man Ty. Let me get my man Ty in the building. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Cause I think Figgy had a call back too. Yeah, I see you, Figgy. Hold on, let me get Figgy first and then Ty. Man, these dudes about to raise my blood pressure out here, man. What's going on, L Figgy? I see you in the building.
What's going on, Karan? Yo,
I just had to spaz out on Kendrick. I had to spaz out on him. I'm sorry, I had to go there today. Oof.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. That was a fire rant you just went on. Loved it.
I don't understand it. Maybe you could explain it to me what Boston did to be better than the Knicks this year.
Okay, when you told me that Melo Mike got me the call back, and I said, look, I want to go watch the clip because I don't want to talk because I heard a lot of chatter in the chat. So I didn't want to just, I didn't want to join in. I don't like to talk on something unless I know what I'm speaking of. So I'm like, let me go watch the clip and then I can, and then we can talk. Because when I saw your thumbnail, I was like, what? Per? For real? Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the clip and I watched it in context. And this is what I took away from it. Kendrick Perkins, he's a shill for Boston. He played for Boston. That's what that is. He's a company man towing the line. That's all that is. Now, it reminds me a little bit of, when Michael Strahan is commentating on football and, the Giants are playing. Yes. It takes a lot for him to go up against the Giants. He'll pick the Giants over the reigning Super Bowl champs. He always picks the Giants because he was a Giant for life. So I get a little bit where Big Perk is coming from. I'm going to tell you the problem that I had yesterday, and now with what he said today. Now here's my gripe. And this is, remember Tugboat called back last night and he was dying laughing because me and him and a bunch of us were in the chat. We were talking about if you have to watch the game on Prime.
God, I pray for you.
Between Stan Van Gundy, Doris Burke, Rich, I cannot stand these. The Nick hate is so thick. But the problem
did she say he was undersized? Did she say that despite he was undersized? Did she say that?
Thank God.
Yeah, she don't say that no more.
Yo, I have to know whose aunt is she? She doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't know the game of basketball. This poor woman, I'm just sitting there looking at her the whole time saying, you have to be related to somebody, man, to have this job. I could pull anybody off the street and they could do a 10 times better job. Half the time she's talking about nonsense, things that don't even pertain to the team, to the game, what's going on in them. I'm like, what? I know she's a color woman, but I mean, keep it on task. I'm watching the game. But last night it was funny because we're over here laughing because we're watching Prime. And I have to say the Prime, they're doing a good job. I do like Griffin and them. They do a good job. I think they do a real professional. It's a nice setup. However, last night during the game, right, we're laughing because it's in the middle of the game. We're watching, it's the middle of the game. And they're panning off to show Jason Tatum's son eating Sour Patch gummies or worms or Sour Patch Kids or something. And they're showing Jaylen Brown touching up his hairline with a mug on his face. Meanwhile, the Knicks are up by 10. No. Let's not show, Jordan Clarkson on a steal that was perpetrated by Mitchell Robinson over there rolling around the ground playing. I mean, you talk about all-star stellar defense. When I said a couple weeks ago, Mitchell Robinson is our X factor. The way this man, he is playing like a devil, like a demon like a bat out of hell. And it could not have come at a better time. This is the Mitchell Robinson that is going to propel us deep into the playoffs. But no, let's not show that highlight. Let's show Deuce Tatum eating candy, because that's what the people at home want to watch, right? And it's just, and again, Perk, he's following suit. He's towing the line, man. He's a company man. And the way I see it now, and I'll say this, look, whatever he wants to talk, he wants to talk from both sides of his mouth. It's Knicks against everyone. It's Knicks against everyone. And that's the way I've always seen it. I told you the theory that I have about why we get so much hate. And I do believe it has something, the league has a vendetta against us because we did not hang their precious banner, the Emirates Cup banner, because that's not the goal this year. It's a great kind of putting everybody on notice, but it's not the goal. And our players and our front office are acknowledging that. And instead of it being respected and saying, yeah, man, that's a prerogative. No, because LeBron hung his banner, because Milwaukee hung their banner last year. Look at the Knicks. They're not, yo, man, they're not following suit. They're not bigging up the league. Yo, we got to compete with the NFL, and they're not over there making a big deal out of this little in-season tournament. They don't want to make a big deal out of the in-season tournament. So they're over here. The Nick hate is real. And this is why, man, I just hope we beat these people into the ground. I want to grind them into dust. Now, after what I just saw from Big Perk, the only way you're going to shut these people up, and Jalen Brunson talks on this because he's had to deal with this his entire life when he was in college, going into the draft, getting buried behind Luka down in Dallas. He has always had to, the only way to shut up the hate is to prove it on the court. Bring it to the court. And I really do believe, Karan, that our guys are poised to do it this year. If they continue to, they're elevating. We're seeing a new level of Mitchell Robinson that we haven't seen all regular season. It looks like Mikal has come to play, and I'm here for it 100%. Yo, Mr. Clutch, Captain Clutch, fourth quarter Jalen Brunson is in the house. I mean, I think Josh Hart really, I was so happy for him last night, man, because I was worried. I told you when we were in the Discord, I was worried he got hurt. And that's why he was kind of cold, because he got up wincing. And that is something that terrifies me. I'm praying every game, man, please, guys, stay healthy. No one get hurt. Because it seems like every night somebody new gets appendicitis or, I mean, I think I was talking with Tugboat in the chat, and Franz Wagner's out again down in Orlando.
Damn. Orlando's cooked.
He just came back and he got hurt again.
Damn.
So I don't know what that game's gonna look like, but it's sad for them because every year they have such high hopes, but healthy
injuries,
man, and health is the key to the game. But look, man, I love the rant, Karan. That was fire. Salute to you. Salute to Maxine. And I'll be in the Discord tonight. Thanks, Karan.
100%. I appreciate you, Figgy.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
All right. By the way, I see you, Walt. I got you, Walt. I don't know everybody's names with their YouTube. So like when y'all call up, state your YouTube name. Let me see if I can get my man Walt in the building. I'm gonna let him rock out too. Matter of opinion. Okay. Now I know that this is Walt. I can make that connection. Hopefully you can answer, Walt. If not, I got you now. Now I know who you are from the chat.
Your call has.
Yeah, Walt, I called you back. You probably can't get on now. I got you, but going forward, I know who you are. Matter of opinion. Big time salute to you. Definitely an MVP donor, man. Get my man Ty in the building. Then I got to get into this Raptors game. Continue smashing that like button if you didn't smash it, by the way. I'm going to give y'all a brief synopsis on the Raptors game. I'm not going to be too long on that one. What's good, Ty?
Hey, what's up, man?
Did you watch the clip? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Did you watch the clip?
I watched that clip, and I watched multiple clips. And,
okay.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Okay. So, Figgy just cooked.
She definitely cooked. Yes.
Okay. So, when you look at the whole totality of it, I just had an epiphany, bro. Like, there's nobody representing New York. They got Clyde representing us, but he's sitting on the sidelines at the MSG games or wherever they tell him to go, but he's representing MSG. But nationally, they'll say, oh, well, you guys got Stephen A. Stephen A. never played for us. Where is a player who's decorated that is representing? You got all these other teams who won.
I got one for you.
Cool.
Melo. Melo.
No,
he don't really represent.
No.
But he's Knicks.
I love yeah, he's Knicks. And he knows when you watch his podcast, he throws little innuendos. He throws little innuendos about how the league is when it comes to the Knicks. But I'm talking about, okay, we haven't won since, what was it?
53. No, so I said 50.
73.
Yeah, it feels like 53. My bad.
Yeah, it's been 53 years, I think. Yeah.
53 years. Anyway. That's what I was going with it. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So they know Stephen A. is a turncoat. They know Stephen A., even though he never played basketball, he feels like he's the New York Knicks ambassador, which he's not. We disowned him.
I don't know why.
Yeah, we disowned him. We don't accept him. He can continue to walk around with his bodyguards. Here's what I want to say. When it comes to Kendrick Perkins, and I thought about Chauncey Billups, and I thought about the league, tell Kendrick to stop betting. Tell him to stop betting on the games. Because there's no way last year, Knicks. And then this year, when statistically we are doing better, Maybe not by the naked eye because you don't know Mike Brown. I was a victim of that. That's why I said, let me get off Mike Brown back and actually pause and actually support him, right? Because he's our coach. And if I'm a real Knickerbocker, I got to support what my team is. Despite how it is, despite how it look, I'm still going to ride and die with my New York Knicks. Whether the coach is Van Gundy, whether the coach is Mike Brown, Tibbs, whoever, I still got to ride with the squad. So I had to get behind him for this push. Now, you went off, Karan. Fire to you. You went off. Everything you said was spot on. Everything you said was spot on. And what I love about what you do is you have the stats to back it up. When somebody say fact check, you can fact check because Karan's going to have it. Okay. What I want to say is when you're looking at Kendrick Perkins, you're looking at the rest of them, we don't never, ever need another team's player to ambassador. We don't need nobody to represent us, bro.
Right.
And it's sad that we had to get a dude who want to be the most smartest guy in the room, but his characteristics make him look like the goofiest, dumbest person in the room, and that's Stephen A. Smith. Okay? He wants to be able to be the most articulate in the room, know all the words, do all of this to appease his masses, his bosses. Okay? Right. At the end of the day, you don't represent New York. We don't want you. Kendrick Perkins, you ain't never been us. You ain't never been with us. I don't care if you try to nickname Jalen Brunson. You was just riding the wave, boy. You was just riding the wave. We don't need you neither. And I'm going to ask Melo, stand up. Don't be sitting up there catering to Vince and Tracy. Because the reason why they got all three of y'all together, because none of y'all won one.
Ooh, damn. Wait. Hold on. We can't give shots at Melo, though. That's my man. Come on.
No. Melo's my favorite player. I love Melo. I was a Melo fan when he was coming out of what's the prep school, his high school, the prep. What the heck was it? I was watching Melo back then. I was rooting for Melo.
Who he went?
Well, you know,
I can't remember the school. Can't remember the school. I read his book too, by the way.
Yeah, no, Melo is one of my favorite players of all time. They kicked Melo out the league because Melo didn't conform to the league. Listen, man, this is New York. Think about it. Where do they have us at on national television? Where are the New York Knicks? How do Mark Jackson, inherit a team, put a team together, and they give it to somebody? Man, I'm sick and tired. Kendrick Perkins, he need to watch his mouth. And we better not catch him trying to walk anywhere near Madison Square Garden because you fake and you phony.
Please. Yep. Stay over there.
Yeah, you fake and you phony. You from Boston. We don't fuck with Boston, bro. We don't mess with no other team but
wait,
New
hold
York.
On. Cleo said Monica McNutt represents New York. She does do a good job. She be fighting.
That's why they don't give her the showtime that she's supposed to get because there's no way she's not the moderator of First Take.
That's facts.
She's been there. She's been there before Shay. Don't get me started. She was there. She was there when Kerry Champion was there. Okay?
That's facts.
And they still didn't put her up there. I don't care about Stephen A's a phony. Eminem, get out of here. Monica went off on Stephen A one day. He had to apologize for him private. I know about this, man. I know about this.
You can't talk to Monica McNutt about the WNBA. What? That's her specialty, not the NBA.
Come on.
When you talk about that W, that's her thing.
They give Aguma K more shine than they do Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt's supposed to lead one of these damn shows on the TV, and they don't on the networks, and they do not let her because she represents New York. She dies New York to the heart. Anybody from New York to the heart, they're not going to give us no major platform. So from now on, New York Knicks fans, we don't accept nobody if they're not from New York. We don't.
Bingo. We riding with that.
We borrowing 100%. All of them. Even if you're rooting for us, we don't care. We don't care. And these Detroit fans that sit in the chat, first of all, they might as well let BMF play for them. Maybe they'll have a little bit of fear of the league. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my bad. 50 Cent plugged in for the show anyway, so you still need to know.
Damn, we going there. Okay, man. Look,
I'm tired.
I didn't even mean to play that sound. Why did I play that? Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but
bro,
yo, man.
No.
Look, I appreciate you, man. Yo, listen. this is why I
Man,
spazzed out. That's why when you called up early, you wasn't aware of where I was going. That's what I seen it.
Yo, fam, Kendrick, he gotta stop gambling because that's what it's showing. Because
Yeah, he's done though. He's done. He's tired. He's not allowed back. He's done.
He's cooked fool.
He's cooked fool. We don't want him hear from him. All right, thank you, Ty.
All right, family.
Big time. All right. It's my man Ty. He's another most requested guy. Listen, this is the OKF Nation people, man. Listen. They just be requesting each other. I got a couple of more. Then I gotta get to Toronto. Gotta get to Toronto. I gotta timestamp this. What's good, Tugboat?
Can you hear me?
What's good, family? Yeah, could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
What's going on, man? Yo,
am I welcome, yo? I'm from Virginia, brother.
No. We not talking about
Virginia, bro. I'm an orphan out here. We ain't got no teams.
Nah. That's not what we saying.
Yeah,
nah. What we saying is you got a person like Perkins who's a Celtics riding the Knicks coattails, and then he wants to go back. Come on, dog.
We knew that though. We knew he was just riding the wave. That's why, I mean, like what you had said. I mean, you spoke nothing but facts. That whole big body Brunson, I never used that. And I even appreciate the little pause you put on that, because that's what I thought originally myself. But I was like, you know what, that's none of my business. I ain't gonna reach.
Right.
He's a Celtics. And not only is he a Celtics, ESPN is owned by who? Disney, right?
That's facts.
Yeah, they just Mickey Mouse minions, man. They just do whatever Mickey Mouse tells them to do. So they ain't no different than Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears to me. They just do whatever Mickey Mouse tells them to do. So I'm not really too concerned on what they got to say.
Me either. But I was looking for Stephen A though, because he claims the net. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for him today.
Stephen A did his best Jaylen Brown. He did his best Jaylen Brown impression today, didn't he?
Bingo.
Just sitting on the bench, scratching his crooked hairline.
Hold on, we still looking for him. Like
crazy.
Where is he?
Where is he? Because Josh Hart hit the biggest FU shot I've seen in a minute.
That's a fact. That was for ESPN.
That was for all the ESPN.
Yep, the entire staff and record label.
Yeah. Facts.
Let's go.
So yeah, man. Nah, it's shout out to you, man, because it needed to be said. That's the only thing. It's like it needed to be said, because it's like
I had to say
enough is enough, man. Stop trying to ride the wave. Stop trying to hop on the bandwagon. If you're gonna do that, do it in the caboose. Ride in the back. We don't see you back there. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the ride. But you don't think you have a voice in this, because we're all here together right now because we've been going through PTSD, some for decades, some for years, but we've been going through this PTSD of being a Knicks fan for a while and enjoying the ride at the same time. So if you just catching it down.
But Tugboat, think about it, right? So, like, oh my God, it's crazy to me. He says that last year's team is better than this year's team. It's like the lengths you'll go through.
Bro, that's what I was saying.
Your track. But how do you do that?
They was trashing Tibbs last year.
He said the defense was better last year, Tugboat. That's what he said.
Yeah, and then what you do? You can that's what like what Ty said about you. You can pull up the stats. You don't even need Google. These guys got to Google their stats.
That's facts.
You don't even need Google, and just pull up the facts.
Right there. Oh,
right there.
Fact, I could just go right in my OneNote because I got all the notes from last year. I do a show called the Knicks in 10 Show. I've been tracking this team for the past 3 seasons now.
Right.
I know everything about this team. You can't get on the air and say something about this team and think that
ESPN just need a little window in the corner with a KP fact check for every time these guys be lying.
I'd be the #1 ghostwriter.
just fact check them every time, just like they did back in the day, where they just do the immediate fact check on COVID. You need to do a COVID fact check on every time these guys say some sick nonsense, because that's what they do. That's what they get paid. Like I said, that's what Mickey Mouse tells them to do. But
I just hate when they misinform people, That's all.
It's nasty work. But that's the other part. Because it's Mickey Mouse sponsored by DraftKings. I could tell by the way they was announcing that game last night. I'm like, a lot of people is losing a lot of money because they believe in whatever the nonsense these people are telling them that the Celtics gonna win. They see, plus 118.
Put the money where? Put the money on the Celtics. Bingo.
They gotta win, right? I mean, they hype me up. I don't know nothing about sports. I'm just watching the game. Let me put my money on Jason Tatum to go over. Oh, Peyton Pritchard, he's gonna go off, right? Come on, man. All the names they said on the Celtics didn't do nothing. Who came through for the Celtics? Cater and what you call him? Shireman the fireman?
Shireman the fireman.
Those were the guys that came through. Ain't no casual have that on their ticket. But I ain't gonna go deep on the gambling because I don't like promoting gambling. But
right, of course.
But either way, it's they spew nonsense because it's lucrative to spew the nonsense. It's Knicks for clicks, and it's Knicks for clicks sponsored by DraftKings and FanDuel. So that's what they get paid to do because it's a business. But that is what it is. I ain't right that way too much. I wanted to ask you about your poll. If I could just go sidebar real quick.
Yeah.
Your poll that you put out.
Yeah.
About the favorite Knicks game.
Yes.
Of the season. What is yours? Because mine was last night.
Shoot, man, as I go into my 82 nights, let me see. I ain't gonna lie, there's a bunch of games, though.
There's a bunch of good games.
Cause you got that Cleveland game on Christmas.
Nice. I didn't know if you were counting the cup game. Yeah, but I said I didn't know if that counted because the cup game would be my favorite.
You gotta count it.
Okay, then that is my favorite. Yeah, that is my favorite.
Yeah, I get why you wouldn't, but you gotta count it.
Well, because it's not counted on the record.
Right. But it still happened. Like we saw it with our own eyes.
Yes. And it was it's $500,000 for how many staff members? So that's how many millions people were playing for?
Yeah, everybody I think get paid. All the players get paid.
Even
the
players
G League dudes.
Exactly. So that's $500,000. So that's millions of dollars people are playing for. And you know the players nowadays, they care more about the money than the legacy. Not our people, but you know, that's how the league plays. So that also speaks on the competition.
That Denver win too, when we beat them 142-103.
Yeah, you know,
that was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. We got some good games this season.
We blew out San Antonio and we blew out Boston. That Boston blowout game was fire too.
That was nice.
By the way, I'm looking inside the 82 nights. So I'm just letting the people know. See, there's a section in here called for top games of the season. I ain't got to go off the top of the head. I just go right to the journal. Anyway, but I appreciate you though, Tugboat.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you calling everybody.
Thank you for the support, brother.
Yeah, man. More's coming your way for sure. Oh, last but not least.
Yeah.
Why you think Boston gonna lose tonight? I just want to hear.
I'm back. Are we back? Hey, what's good, man? Yo, I might have to switch internet providers, dog. This is crazy. I think I'm good, though. I think I'm back on the air. I want to answer my man's question really quickly about that game tonight. I got a feeling, y'all, a hunch that that the Celtics could lose tonight. Let me see. Damn, they're minus 17.5. I don't know who's playing, though. That's the only thing. Let me see. Oh, nah. Yeah, Celtics going to win tonight. Yeah, Celtics going to win. Yeah, Celtics definitely going to win. 100%. I mean, they don't got no Sadiq Bey, no Misi, no McGowans. I don't think McGowans was there for a minute. No Herb Jones. Damn, they just giving the Celtics the number 2 seed. Hold on. Let me just. Tugboat, I hope you see why I said that. I just got one more call and I got to get to. Got to get to Angie. Angie, what's good? Got you back.
All right, I'm going to be real quick. I was triggered. I mean, you triggered me. You said so much, and just kudos to everything you said. I mean, you can just put a bow on everything you said. But I got a question for you because this is what's playing in my head. And it's, it's about Kendrick Perkins. And so, and a few people have said it, he's a corporate man. And, and so my thing is, I think there's two hierarchies of corporate I'm trying to figure out, what he's true to, because from a Boston perspective, we know he won a championship with Boston. Tibbs was the assistant coach, right? The defensive whatever with Doc Rivers. So there is this. I think these little sour still about Tibbs. I think that's also kind of layered in there as well. Because I keep noticing he keeps slipping, Tibbs' name, out there every time he says something. So I know there's this loyalty, to Tibbs and to the Boston organization, but I kind of dismissed that. I thought he threw Boston under the bus, as you said in your soliloquy, that that riding hard for a big body last year. I said, oh, he didn't threw corporate Boston under the bus, right? So that was a year ago. We didn't ask him to be our ambassador, right? So the other hierarchy corporate I'm thinking about is what I believe it to be is the ESPN, because Stephen A. Smith, he feel like he owes his life to Stephen A. Smith because he, sometimes he talks like marbles is in his mouth, and Stephen A. Smith basically is the one who kind of championed him, right? Got him in that position. Now he came on as a consultant. Now he making the bag now. Got an ESPN contract, right? So he felt like he owes Stephen A. Smith. So I think this year his allegiance is to corporate ESPN / Stephen A. Smith. Tell me what you think.
No, I think what you said is very plausible, and what Rock said as well about his ties to Boston. I do think that he's being influenced by outside forces. And honestly, both of what you guys said could be true. It makes sense. He comes from a locker room camaraderie standpoint. The guy who put me on, you're going to offend him, so I'm going to ride with him, kind of blind loyalty kind of thing. I don't like it, but it does make sense because there is no evidence for you to think that the Knicks are better last year than this year. There is no evidence to show that Boston is better than the Knicks in terms of the playoff matchup this year, except them having a higher seed. But we all know, and he knows this, that just because you have a higher seed, that doesn't mean you're going to win the series. So there's nothing that Boston has besides maybe a Tatum and Brown, if that's what they got Tatum and Brown. They should win.
Right.
They didn't win for many years. So that's not a good excuse. So what could it be? It could be what you're saying. It's the political aspect.
Yeah, and I also want to I think you hit such a golden nugget when you said we got to stop watching this mess, right? We got to stop watching these people who are paid to go by statistics and facts, and they get on here and they just talk out of their emotions because once we stop watching them, that's when they're going to lose, all of their credibility. That's when they're going to lose their cachet. That's when they'll be forced to now be in the, as long as we keep watching them and giving them the ratings, then they're going to continue to just do this commercialized whatever tickles the audience fancy and not give us facts. So thank you for bringing that up, because I think we need to say that more often. Stop watching these clowns. Just stop watching them. Stop putting money in their pocket. And you touch their pocket, then we're gonna see the narrative start to change, because a lot
that's
of
when
them,
they're gonna call me. Hey, we need you.
A lot of them gonna be canceled. They're gonna be canceled.
Right.
So
100%.
Just was triggered with with all that you said. You said so much. Thank you for just packaging that up so well for us.
Yep. You got it, Angie. I appreciate you, Angie, man. You guys keep me sharp too. Thank you.
All right. Hit those likes. All right. Be good.
Definitely smash those likes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yo, I'm telling you, man. First off, salute to OKF Nation, man. The Objective Knicks Fan Nation is fire. A bunch of Objective Knicks fans. They, we all got our own perspectives, but one thing you could say about all of us, we know basketball, man. And, the people who are listening and supporting, big time salutes to you. Big time salute to my man, Matter of Opinion. I got you. I saw you in the chat, by the way. Matter of Opinion. I got you. Big time salute to you. And I see you got a nice channel too, Matter of Opinion. I'm gonna have to check you out, man. Big time salute to you. Cause a lot of times people call up, they don't use their name in their channels. But now I got you. Well, anytime you call up, I'm gonna make sure I get you on the line, all right? But definitely I'll look out for your call tonight. And Tugboat, he said that's my fault. We know slandering the Mickey Mouse Mafia and Draft Kingdom shuts down, sir. Hey, yo, you just never know. It could be a possibility that possibly could have been what happened. I don't know. I realistically think it's just my internet is just like they be bugging the hell out. I don't understand why we pay so much goddamn money a month. I might have to make a power switch literally to another company for, you know, there's a whole lot of options with the internet. But really quickly, I'm gonna talk about this Toronto game. Just a couple of things. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on Toronto. We are a big favorite against them. I just see Quickly is out. Balls is out. CMB is out. Quickly's out. Jackson Davis is out. Shep Herburn is out. They ain't got no size, yo. They don't have no size, and they don't got Quickly. Now, that little Chev kid is pretty tough. Chev, or Shed, whatever his name is. But I'm going to tell you right now, them not having CMB, he was the #1 guy I was concerned about. But the other guys to watch out, there's 2 guys to watch out for tonight. The kid Sandro from San Antonio, remember he light us up? The kid that lit us up from San Antonio. He's there in Toronto now. You got to watch out for him. And Jacoby Walters. This brother, 10 points per game, right? He's even getting you 4 rebounds. He's a guard. He's shooting 48% from 3. I would look out for him. Jacoby Walter is a guy who, yeah, he could go off on you, and he might get the start tonight, being that they don't got a whole bunch of dudes. Of course, Brandon Ingram averages like, I think, 25 against us. So, you know, I think Ingram is going to be somebody, yeah, I think it's 25 per game, around that. I could be off by a little bit. Another thing, too, the last time they beat a team above 500 on the road, this team is not a great road team. They're 22-18 on the road, which is not bad, but it's not great. But they haven't really beat a good team on the road since January 25th. That's when they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay. And of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder at the time didn't have a couple of their key guys. No excuses, though. But they did beat the Thunder at that time. And I actually did watch that game. But they're just not that great of a road team. And also, the teams above 500 have been punishing them. I don't have the official stats on that, but you can look it up. Now, let me give you the only concern with tonight's game. The only concern with tonight's game. Now, y'all know I found this stat because I do scouting reports for every goddamn game. All right. This is I didn't write Raptors scouting report on the top, but this is my Raptors scouting report right here. All right. All right, bet. So, y'all know we kind of discovered the net rating thing. All net rating is the differential between offensive rating and defensive rating, which is just like points per 100, right? Pretty much. So when you're looking at the net rating side of it, they have a 9.3 net rating in the last 10 games, which is shocking to me because they're 6-4 in their last 10 games. But they had some very dominant performances. Like they set a record blowing out the Miami Heat the other night. So, you know, recently we cracked the curse. You know, we beat the Boston Celtics and we also beat the Atlanta Hawks. 2 teams that had a better net rating in the last 10 than us. I think that trend should continue. Without Quickly, their ball movement, which is something that's a great strength for them of theirs, will be diminished. They have a 74.2% assist percentage in the last 10 games. You know, they're also one of the leading assist teams. Let me see if I can get that for you really quickly. They're a team that believe in ball movement, and they do a pretty good job in moving the ball. Yeah, they're second in assist overall at 29.5 per game in the last 10. Listen to this. In the last 10 games, the Toronto Raptors are averaging 34 assists a game. And guess what their turnovers are? 12.7. Guess what their assist to turnover ratio is as a team? It's 2.68 as a team. That is fire. That is elite playmaking. But Quickly was the center of that. And Quickly, well, I can't say, no, I take that back. Nope, I take that back because I forgot. Quickly only played 2 games. He only played 2 games of the last 10. So they've been doing it with the rest of the guys. RJ Barrett has been doing a lot of playmaking. He's got his assist up to 3.8 per game in the last 10. Also, Brandon Ingram's giving them 3.6 assists in the last 10 games. They've been moving the ball by committee, but the number one guy, I'm sorry, this is why you got to watch the games, y'all. But Emmanuel quickly has not been the focal point. It's actually the Shed kid I told you to look out for. Jamal Shed, he's averaging 8 assists in the last 10 games, and for the plus-minus gods, he's a plus 14.2, if that means anything to you. All right, just to let you know. And they've been shooting the 3-ball pretty solid as well. Not solid, better than solid. They're shooting the ball at a 41.2% rate. That's a plus 6% difference on the year. On the year, they shoot 35%. So they're up to 41.2% from 3. The Toronto Raptors are knocking down the 3-ball. You got to watch that, and you got to watch Jacoby Walter. I'm saying it, and Sandro. Sandro popping on the goddamn threes. You got to watch it. All right? So the Shed kid has been moving the ball. They don't got no size, though. I guess they're going to play the Battle kid, Jamison Battle. He might be the backup 5 tonight. He's a small-ass dude. Let me tell you, Big Bodega Cat, once again, he needs to thrive and shine tonight, and I think he will. Yoka Portal is Karl Anthony Towns' food. I mean, we killed this team 4 games in a row already. Ingram is the only one who really gives us the business. The 2-man game with Brunson-Towns should be in full effect. One thing I will say, they are a top 5 defense. So their defense is pretty good, and they do a pretty good job protecting the paint. All right. So we got to be on, if we're going to attack that paint, we got to be very crafty, and I'm curious to see what the 2-man game does. So tonight is a real test for our offense. For the people who want to see the offense, the Toronto Raptors defense is really good. It has been good all year. They've been a top defense all year from what I could remember since I've been tracking them, since we've been facing them. And now that they're a top 5 defense, they're going to bring it to you. All right. They're not a fast-paced team, but they do like the transition game, getting steals, forcing turnovers. That's the name of their game. They're 9th in steals at 8.8, and they're 4th in forcing turnovers at 16.1. So we got to protect the ball, and we do know that the Knicks have been a little kind of struggling a little bit with the turnovers, 13.9 in the last 10 games. So all we have to do pretty much is control our turnovers. Do not turn over the ball against Toronto. They will cook you. As far as the pace, the Raptors play at a slow pace overall, but in the last 10 games, they're playing at a plus 1.5 pace per 100 possessions, all right, possessions. So they're playing a little faster in terms of possessions. They're getting more possessions. Now, the number one facet of this game, and I'm going to stop there because I could go on forever. I could do an hour show breaking down this Raptors-Knicks game. I'm dead serious when I say that. There's no cap. The Knicks have dominated the rebounding matchup every game, and we know how good and official the Knicks are when they're crashing the glass. One thing about the Toronto Raptors, they're not a good rebounding team. Just 41 rebounds in the last 10 games, but the Knicks, we only at 42.7. So we got to get on the glass tonight. The Knicks haven't been as strong on the glass as we once were, but we've out-rebounded them plus 21 in the first game, plus 11 in the second game, plus 5 in the third game, plus 15 in the fourth game. Even though Mitchell Robinson's not there, we still got Karl Anthony Towns. We still have Josh Hart. So we should be solid on the glass. Ariel Hook-Porty, maybe Jeremy Sohan. In fact, I expect to see Jeremy Sohan tonight. I think Jeremy Sohan will be an integral part in tonight's game. So look out for him. He should get the run tonight, being that Mitchell Robinson won't play. And also Jose Alvarado, Brooklyn stand-up. He should also be in the rotation. All right. So I know I said that was my last point, but my last point is the 3-point shot. The Raptors shooting 41% from 3. We shooting a good percentage too. We're at around 39% from 3. Now here's the main key, y'all. Y'all ready for this? The Toronto Raptors on the year, right? They are a really good three-point defensive team. They hold teams to 35% on the year. But guess what? They're a -2, all right? And they're down to 33.6% for their opponents. So they're doing a great job defending the three ball. That's going to be a clash. The Knicks hot shooting going up against the Toronto Raptors tough defense. We'll see what that plays out. But it is a lot more. But I'm going to end it there. I do guarantee the win tonight for the New York Knicks. 100%. Well, listen, y'all. Look, it's been a great show. I do appreciate the support from all of you guys. We will be back tonight after the game. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Win or lose, we don't duck action like Stephen A. Smith. We will be here tonight. So until next time, as always, let's go.